Okay, Broncos country, looks like we are live, but you guys know the drill by now. We've got to let the stream breathe for just a second here and make sure that everything is nice and stable all across the YouTube platform. Welcome in, Broncos country, to this Denver Broncos Syndicate live stream. I'm your host, Gage Madrid, as the Dallas Cowboys take on the Kansas City Chiefs here on Thanksgiving. This is a full-blown hate watch stream for me. I cannot stand either one of these teams. Technically, it would benefit the Denver Broncos if the Dallas Cowboys won, but I cannot in my life root for the Cowboys or the Chiefs. We're rooting for a tie in this game, baby. We want both of these teams to walk away unhappy, and that's the only way that can happen. So we want this baby to go to overtime, and we want it to end in a stalemate. A 0-0 tie would be ideal, but I'm just hoping for a crappy game with no offense from either team. Again, man, if Dallas wins, I guess that would help us out, but I will never root for a Dallas Cowboys win. F the Cowboys, man, seriously. We got several people in the house already. We've got Bronco fans saying, Happy Thanksgiving, guys. Let's hope for a Cowboys victory. We got Turtle in the house saying, Go Cowboys. Holy Diver says, Come on, Javonte. Yes, obviously, Javonte Williams playing for the Cowboys now. It would be nice if he had a big game today, but I hate the Cowboys. A tie would be nice, but I'm rooting for the Cowboys. Yuck. I feel you, man. I can't bring myself to do it. I just can't do it. Hate both ways, but Kansas City way more than Dallas. Just curious, when was the last time we swept the Chiefs? 2014, I believe? Yeah, that sounds right. Cowboys all the way, get the Chiefs out of the playoffs completely. That's why Broncos country is collectively rooting for the Cowboys. But again, I can't do it, man. I just can't. We got David in the house saying Cowboys win. I kind of like the Cowboys, honestly. I need a Chiefs loss. Well, there you go. More power to you, D. I hate both of these teams, man. Ugh, it's gross. I feel you. Like, this is a really bad Thanksgiving game. But like I said, this is a full-blown urinating tree style hate watch stream. So let's go ahead and hope that this is just a really, really bad game. We've got Tony Romo on the call. The American Dental Association would like to remind you to brush, floss, and gargle, especially in the case of Tony Romo. So yeah, that's just lovely. The fourth straight Chiefs game that Jim Nantz and Tony Romo are calling. And you know they're going to be blowing even harder today because this is Patrick Mahomes' homecoming. He's never played in the NFL in AT&T Stadium, which is very close to where he grew up in Texas. So, yeah, it's going to make it even more annoying. They're doing all the pregame festivities right now, the national anthem and all of that stuff. We'll go ahead and bring in the game audio in just a second here. Not rooting for the Cowboys, more like we despise the Chiefs. Absolutely, absolutely. But I will never, ever, ever root for a Dallas Cowboys win. Yeah, for sure. D says that's funny. Yeah, Tony's announcing this one. Hopefully I can do my best to drown him out. How do you feel about Mason Cecil saying Wattenberg probably would have gotten more in free agency? I mean, clearly the Denver Broncos wanted to get the extension done. Clearly they value Luke Wattenberg. I mean, I don't know what the free agent market would have looked like for him, to be perfectly honest, but I am not a fan of the move to sign him, but it's out of my hands, and clearly the Denver Broncos are comfortable with it, and they haven't led us astray to this point. So both of these teams have been kind of streaky this season, very up, very down. So we'll see what version of the Kansas City Chiefs and what version of the Dallas Cowboys show up. I'm seeing the countdown to kickoff on the stadium clock. It says there's still about 5 minutes left to kickoff. It said that it was a 2:30 kickoff, but I should have known that since it was Thanksgiving, probably going to be a little bit later on before the game actually kicked off. I knew I picked the wrong year to stop eating turkey. I'm not a big turkey fan, to be honest. We're going to have chicken wings and fries as soon as I get done with this stream. I'm going to go in and help out and get some of the cooking done. I hope he remembers to gargle before the game. Yeah, and hopefully he remembers to swallow during the game. Can't wait for Christmas. That's going to be such a fun game, man. But if the Denver Broncos take care of their business, it might not even matter for them. The Broncos might already have the number 1 seed in their hands by that point in time. Of course, we'd like to bury the Chiefs, and I just realized I need to go get a drink. I forgot to go do that. So just give me 1 second, guys. I will be right back while I go grab that drink. All right. Sorry about that, guys. Cheers. A little Diet Coke action. All right. Let's get it. So they're doing the usual trumpet national anthem, as they always do. All right. Looks like that's done. We'll go ahead and bring in the game audio. Again, guys, thank you so much for tuning in on this Thanksgiving Day. Oh, and we're going to commercial. Got to turn that off. If you want to help me out and help the channel out, be sure to leave a like on the stream as well as subscribe. Those are both free and easy ways to show your support. It helps tell YouTube's algorithm to push us out, and it helps us get seen by more and more members of Broncos country just like you and me. Additionally, if you want to go above and beyond in supporting the channel, please consider becoming a channel member today. I would really appreciate it. It's not mandatory, but if you want some extra perks and incentives in exchange for helping me out and helping the channel grow, the link to do that is in the description below. So we're just a few minutes away from kickoff, guys. If you want to give your score predictions in the chat below, again, my score prediction, I want it to be a 0-0 goose egg tie. I don't know if that's ever happened in the history of the NFL, but I'm hoping that both of these teams just have terrible offense all day. I'm hoping there are multiple turnovers. I'm hoping that the field goal kickers miss a bunch. Like, seriously, I don't want either one of these teams to have success in this game. This is a full-blown hate watch. Sounds like a lot of Chiefs fans in there during their Chiefs chant. Yeah, there usually are. Pretty much every road game for the Chiefs, they're going to travel well. Even when they come here to Denver, there are always a lot of Chiefs fans. So in terms of some Broncos news today, Pat Surtain and Alex Singleton both practiced for a second consecutive day. So that bodes really well for them in this upcoming game. Nate Atkins was DNP for another consecutive practice. So I feel like Nate Atkins is probably going to be out for this game, which is a surprise because they didn't place him on injured reserve. He either suffered some sort of setback or the Broncos just miscalculated his return timeline. Either way, it's not good for Nate Atkins. They're going to have to probably bring up Mercedes Lewis now to be the third tight end. He's out of practice squad elevation, so he's most likely going to have to be signed to the 53-man roster. Cowboys will get a lead but lose it to KC. Don't want it to happen, but that's what will happen. Low-key, I could see that. Not only because the refs are going to help Kansas City get back into the game, but also because Dallas just has a tendency to choke. Singleton is a boss for sure, man. What he's been able to do, I mean, only missing one game after having testicular cancer surgery, like, dude, that's just nothing short of incredible. All right, guys, let's go. Again, thank you so much for tuning in. Do you think Ellis will play after back-to-back limiteds? Yes, I believe so. Limited is usually good news. If it were DNP, then probably not, but limited is usually good news. I imagine he'll play. He'll probably be on a pitch count, but there's AT&T Stadium. I was down there in January. Huge stadium. It is absolutely huge. Didn't go inside, but on the outside, it is freaking humongous. All right, wide right, Harrison Butker is set to kick off. Cavante Turpin and some other Dallas return man is back. And here we go from AT&T Stadium, Cowboys and Chiefs. It's Cavante Turpin. He's going to return it and be stonewalled at the 26-yard line, which is where these Dallas Cowboys will start off. And it's already getting a little chippy down there. Here comes Dak. Cowboys had a big comeback win last week against the Philadelphia Eagles. They were down 21-0 to start off, and they were able to come all the way back. Glad we got the Cowboys game out of the way. Their wide receivers are scary for sure, but we shut them down, man. Dak, I formation start off. He's going to hand it off to Javonte Williams, and Williams is going to lower his shoulder for a gain of about 4 yards to start things off. There's Steve Spagnuolo, Chiefs defensive coordinator, tasked with stopping this Cowboys offense today. Do you have any favorite non-Denver stadium? Well, I've only been inside Denver Stadium, so I don't have any other reference points. I've seen the Cowboys Stadium from the outside, but that's it. Dak rolling out, pressure, and he's able to complete right there. Very short gain to CeeDee Lamb, tackle made immediately by McDuffie, and that's going to bring up a third down and short situation here for the Dallas Cowboys. Really good job by Dak Prescott getting rid of that football. Just a little boot to the right, a little naked, and had a guy breathing right down his neck, so he's just able to get it quickly to CeeDee Lamb. Third down and 4 for the Dallas Cowboys. From their own 33-yard line, Cavante Turpin goes in motion to the left side. Prescott takes the shotgun snap. More pressure. Oh, boy, he throws a pick right away. It's Jalen Watson. Underthrown ball. Dak got hit. And Watson is going to return that one to about the 38-yard line for Kansas City. There's a flag down. We'll see if this is on the run back or not. But not a good start for the Dallas Cowboys. So looks like my prediction's kind of coming true here. Crappy game. We'll be at the Jaguars game. Daughters first. Awesome. Hope to maybe see you out there, Turtle. Toasty says pain. John Hussey is the referee. And there is no foul on the play. First down, Kansas City. So whatever the flag was, they picked it up. It was a safety blitz by the Chiefs. Steve Spagnuolo loves to bring the heat. Dak got hit and just forced an underthrown ball to Pickens. And Watson, really easy interception right there. So now we've got Patrick Mahomes taking his first professional snap at AT&T Stadium. And Mahomes is going to roll and complete it to Juju Smith-Schuster, or rather that's Hollywood Brown. And Hollywood Brown is out of bounds after a gain of about 8 or 9. So Mahomes and the Chiefs, they got an overtime win against the Indianapolis Colts on Sunday. We streamed that game here on Broncos Syndicate. We're hoping the Chiefs lose this game ultimately because we do want them out of the playoff picture. I'm not scared of them. It's just pure AFC West hatred. Quick throw over to Rashee Rice, and Rashee Rice down the sideline, and he tiptoes into the end zone. So Rashee Rice, he was involved in an incident in the Dallas area in the offseason that got him suspended, and now he returns to Dallas and scores a touchdown. So Kansas City, they capitalize. All it takes is 2 plays after the Dak Prescott interception. Rashee Rice was blocking in front, and he takes it home. Touchdown, Kansas City Chiefs. Wide right, set to attempt the extra point. And it is down the middle and good. So 7-0. Early dominating start by the Kansas City Chiefs. Gross. Absolutely gross. Is Andy Reid calling games again? So the Chiefs have this weird system when it comes to calling plays. Andy Reid will decide what play they want to call, and then he'll give it to Matt Nagy, who gives it to Mahomes. I don't know if that's what they're doing on every single play. You can tell it's not Andy who's signaling in the plays to Mahomes. It's Nagy. But apparently, Andy will sometimes signal a play into Nagy. So I think it's truly a collaborative effort. Sometimes Nagy will call them. Sometimes Reed will call him. If Andy really wants something, obviously he's going to get it. But I think he likes to delegate a good chunk of this stuff to Matt Nagy. He trusts Matt Nagy. Chiefs Kingdom does not trust Matt Nagy. I see them blasting him on Twitter. So, yeah, it's really interesting. He does hold the play sheet. He's got a play sheet, and so does Nagy. You'll see Reed looking at his sheet between plays, but he's not actually using his push-to-talk button to signal the play in. I think he's standing next to Nagy, and he physically tells Nagy what play to call, or sometimes he'll just delegate it to Nagy. But again, he's not the one signaling it into Patrick. But regardless of how it's working, it's not working at an efficient level so far this season. The Chiefs' offense, they've been up, they've been down this year. So, yeah, they've got to figure this stuff out if they're going to have any hopes of making the playoffs. They were able to capitalize on a short field right there, so good for them. Dallas with a really ugly turnover to start this game off. We'll see if they can get this game back into potentially their control here, but yeah, it's not a good start for them at all. All right, guys. Let me know, what are you guys having for your Thanksgiving meals? Are you guys just having the traditional turkey with all the trimmings and stuff like that? Or are you guys a little bit more unorthodox? I'm in the more unorthodox category. I'm going to be having some chicken wings for dinner, lemon pepper, buffalo, some fries with that. It's going to be really, really good. Again, not a big fan of turkey, just it's dry. If you cook it right, it can be okay, but still not my favorite poultry. Ham, we don't eat turkey. Nice. Ooh, barbecue. That sounds good. I thought about barbecue as well, but we all settled on chicken wings. All right, so after the quick score by Rashee Rice, Kansas City is up 7-0, and we'll see if Dallas can have a better going of things here on their second offensive possession. Wide right kicks it off. Turpin will return it. 13:04 to play in the first quarter. Turpin able to get off a couple of tackles, and he's brought down at about the 25-yard line. And here comes the Cowboys for their second possession. Both of these teams had comeback wins last week, but again, man, Kansas City, we really don't want them to win this game, but I can't stand the Cowboys. I don't want to root for them, so hopefully this game just ends in a tie. Prescott under center. He's going to hand this one off to Williams, and Javonte Williams lowering his shoulder for a gain of about 5. Second down and 5. Williams is helped up. Brian Cook was in on that tackle for the Chiefs. Got 14 people in the house. Thank you guys for tuning in on this Thanksgiving Day. Javonte Williams, 896 yards, 5 yards per carry, and 8 rushing touchdowns. Thank you to Turpin. Prescott dropping back, and he's going to check it down to Turpin. He's got a couple guys to beat, and he does, and he's able to get to the 40-yard line where he's brought down by Nick Bolton. We got Julian in the house saying, well, this game's already over. Night, guys. Probably right, to be honest. I don't trust the Cowboys at all. They always play their worst in these national spotlight games. Nice tackle right there by Nick Bolton. First down and 10 for Dallas at their own 40-yard line. Dak under center. And looked like an awkward start to the play. Yeah, they blew it dead. That looks like a false start, indeed. So, turnover and early penalty for the Dallas Cowboys. Not the greatest start for them. Do you think Javonte would be doing this good if he were here? I don't think so, and let me tell you why. I don't think Javonte fits Sean Payton's scheme. He fits this Dallas Cowboys scheme a lot better. But I do feel like Javonte would have done better this year than he did last year. Clearly, he's got a lot more burst and explosiveness now that he's off that knee injury for another year. First down and 15 now for the Cowboys from their own 35-yard line. Prescott in the gun. He's going to fire that one complete on the slant to George Pickens, and that's going to pick up about 10 yards, setting up a second down and 5. So That gets him back ahead of the chains right there. Bronco fan says, here we go with the flags. At least Dallas was able to somewhat overcome that one and get him back ahead of the chains here for a 2nd down and 5.
I think you got to give this front office some credit.
So George Pickens is wearing a undershirt and a sleeve that doesn't match the rest of his jersey. It really looks terrible. 2nd down and 5. Williams, he stumbles in the backfield, and Chris Jones brings him down for a loss. So the Dallas Cowboys, they keep going backwards. They're shooting themselves in the foot. They're shooting themselves in the foot here early. So now it's a 3rd down and 7. Chris Jones is able to swim his way in there. 3rd down and 7. Dak making a check at the line. 10:22 and counting left in the first quarter. Dak trying this hard count. Makes another check. Everybody trying to get a line here for Dallas. Pressure by Kansas City. It's picked up. Prescott, wobbly pass, complete along the sideline. It's CeeDee Lamb working again on Trent McDuffie. That'll move the chains for the Cowboys. So they've taken a couple of steps backward, but they are moving the ball in this drive. Really nice route indeed by CeeDee Lamb. And, man, I don't know who Tony's rooting for in this one, his Cowboys or his Chiefs. This might be a really tough one for him. Quick snap under center. Prescott rolling to his left. They dump it off to the tight end, Luke Schoonmaker, and he's going to stumble forward for just a gain of 1. Drew Tranquil on the tackle. 2nd down and 9. 9.5 to play in the first.
He got a big contract. But Chanel and Tranquil make a lot of plays, too.
Yeah, these linebackers for Kansas City, they do make a lot of plays. Chanel, Tranquil, Bolton. Prescott, one of the best in terms of operating pre-snap to the line of scrimmage, in my opinion. Gets that snap off with a 2nd and 9. Fires, and ooh, that was almost intercepted. Threw an interception earlier in this one, and Nick Bolton had his hand on that one. So that's another play by one of these Chiefs linebackers. Pressure right there, and Dak steps up, and oh man, Bolton's sick that he didn't get that one. Pass intended for CeeDee Lamb. That's 3rd down and 9. Pickens isolated at the top of the screen. Prescott taking the snap. Fires over the middle. It's complete. CeeDee Lamb again. Another 1st down for Dallas. They are moving the ball really well in this drive, and he takes it down to the 29-yard line. So, looked like Kansas City was going to run away with this one early. Dallas is making it a game, and we got a whistle here. I don't know. We got an injury.
You said 2 people going in. That will defeat that coverage. And right there, great design by Brian Schottenheimer in this offense. Because if you don't have a call,
let's see if we got an injured player here or not. Andy Reid's coming out.
Chief defender Brian Cook is down.
Brian Cook.
So we're going to take an injury timeout.
They're examining his lower leg. Andy Reid's coming out to check on him, and we are going to go to commercial break. So hopefully Brian Cook is okay. We got Maverick in the house saying, gosh, man, this is a generational hate watch. It is, man. This is a full-blown urinating tree-style hate watch, man. I can't stand either one of these teams. It would benefit the Denver Broncos if the Dallas Cowboys were to win, but I will never root for that. I will never root for a Chiefs win. So all I can hope for in this one is a tie. Dallas is moving the ball well on this drive, though, so at least they're making it a little bit more of a competitive contest. I feel like throwing up in my mouth right now. I feel you, man. It's gross. So as far as the Denver Broncos are concerned, on a more positive note, we play against the Washington Commanders on Sunday night. Of course, we will be streaming that game since it's a road game here on Broncos Syndicate. That is going to be a really, really fun game. It would have been nice to have Jaden Daniels in there for the Washington Commanders, but he's not going to play. It will be Marcus Mariota starting. The Broncos, they sometimes play down to their competition in these games when it feels like they should be the heavy favorite. So hopefully they're able to play sound, disciplined football. It's a night game on the East Coast. There's apparently going to be some bad weather, some rain, maybe some snow. So that is something that Denver's going to have to contend with. But I fully expect Sean Payton to have the guys prepared and ready to go. Damn, we haven't had a bot in here in a while. Let's go ahead and get rid of that. YouTube has done a lot better at taking care of these bots. I remember when I first started streaming these games back in 2022, it felt like we'd have a bot like every 5 minutes. But seems like this year YouTube has done a pretty good job of cleaning that stuff up. So I will commend them when it's due right there. Yeah, I don't blame you, Bronco fan. It's freaking disgusting. I'm right there with you. Like, I cannot, in my heart of hearts, root for a Dallas Cowboys win. I grew up in southwestern New Mexico, where it's nothing but Cowboys fans. They're so annoying. Brian Cook's on the table, so he was able to get off to the sideline. And they're going to throw a screen here to Javonte Williams and blocking in front. And Javonte Williams, he fumbled the ball at the end. Was he down? They're going to say he was down at the 15-yard line, trying to squirt forward for extra yardage right there. And let's make sure. Yes, he is indeed down. Well before the ground caused the fumble, so it's going to bring up another first down for the Dallas Cowboys. The Chiefs still have a few tough games, Chargers, Texans, and us, absolutely. But them getting a loss here would definitely help. Javonte Williams nowhere to go, and he's once again going to be caught in the backfield by Ashton Gelati. Loss of 3, second down and 13, 7:45 and counting in the first quarter. Hopefully I'm doing a good enough job of drowning out Tony Romo so you guys don't have to listen to him. Second down and 13. Hard count by Prescott. He's going to hand it off to Williams, and that's only going to net a couple of yards. Going to bring up a third down and 10. He got back to 3 yards that he lost. Started with 3 40-point outbursts. They're averaging 33 on the season. Yeah, Cowboys, they always have been a much better home team. Same with these Chiefs, honestly. So that does bode well, at least for the Cowboys here. The third and a long 10. Dak stepping up in the pocket, fires end zone. Caught! Touchdown, CeeDee Lamb. Really nice throw by Dak Prescott. So, Cowboys pending the extra point, able to even things up. Just threw that one up in the end zone. CeeDee went up and got it. Chief defender looked like he fell down. Trent McDuffie. So, Dak's been testing this matchup. Yeah, McDuffie did fall down, but Dak just yucked that one up, and CeeDee Lamb came down with it. Brandon Aubrey with the extra point. And that kick is up, and it's good. So, Dallas Cowboys able to tie it up here on their second offensive possession. They turned it over on their first one, and now the game is tied 7-7. All right, guys, since we're at a commercial break, this is a good time to go ahead and reset my internet that I have to route through my phone. So we're going to drop the stream for maybe 15, 20 seconds, and we'll be coming right back, guys. So just bear with me. We're going to go ahead and do that. And as promised, we are back. Got yet another bot. Got to get rid of that. All right, guys. So Dallas able to have a much more successful second drive right there. If the score stays where it is right now, I'll be happy through the entire game because I just want this thing to end in a tie, brother. So after this game, it's going to be the Bengals and the Ravens. That's going to be the night game for the Thanksgiving capper. Looking forward to that one. Joe Burrow making his return. So hopefully it's going to be a competitive football game. The Bengals defense is awful, so I still expect Lamar and the Ravens to really do whatever they want against that Bengals defense. But hopefully Joe Burrow being back out there can make it a little bit more competitive. We got another Broncos fan in the house. We got Bronco fan 99 and Bronco fan 909. This one says McDuffie getting burnt out there. Yeah, he sure is. He really is. They've been picking on him with CeeDee Lamb, and I'd say so far CeeDee is getting the best of him in that matchup. All right, we are back. Ooh, Texas barbecue. Looks like they're smoking a turkey. Not my favorite protein. I'd love some smoked brisket right about now. What's up, Gage? Hope the turkey day has been kick-ass. Yep, just been chilling out. Haven't had any food yet. I'll be doing that after this stream is over. Denver Shannon in the house. Good to see you. Happy Thanksgiving. Always love the content. Thank you so much. Really appreciate it. Forget the turkey. I'm here for CeeDee Lamb. All right, we got 20 people in the house now. Thank you so much. That was a 12th play, 75-yard, 6-minute and 14-second drive for the Cowboys. Dak Prescott was 7 of 8 for 76 yards and a touchdown. And that kick will bounce, and it's fielded on the hop by Thornton. And he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line, and that's where Kansas City will begin their second offensive possession. We do our Thanksgiving yesterday since the wife is pulling a shift to the hospital. Hats off to the wife, man. Thank you to all the frontline workers and first responders out there working on this Thanksgiving. We really appreciate everything that they do. Mahomes under center. Hollywood Brown goes in motion. It's a handoff here to Kareem Hunt, and Hunt exploits it, and he's able to get up past the 40-yard line to about the 42, we'll call it. Another first down for the Chiefs. So their last possession, it started off in short yardage. It took them just 2 plays to get into the end zone. And this time, they exploit a really big hole in that Dallas Cowboys secondary, and they pick up a big chunk on this run. Mahomes under center again. He hands it off to Hunt again, and he's able to turn the corner, call it a gain of 7. Make it 6. Second down and 4. 6 minutes and counting left to play in the first quarter.
See the Chiefs, and I was like, this looks to me like the most efficient run game that I've seen.
Chiefs playing without Trey Smith, their all-pro right guard in this game. So Mike Caliendo making the start in his place. They've been under center quite a bit in this game. They were also under center quite a bit last week. This is going to be a little end around here to Xavier Worthy. Travis Kelce with the block. Rashi Rice also with the block. And Worthy is going to be down at about the 35-yard line. So Kansas City moving the ball at will right now. This has potential to maybe be a shootout. Neither of these defenses have many answers. KC did get an interception on a pressured hit throw by Dak Prescott, but first down and 10 from the 34. Trips left, handoff to Pacheco, stumbles out the gate, but Pacheco still going, and call it a little bit short of the line to gain. Picked up 9.5.
Close to the best. He ran the ball 30 carries for Kareem Hunt. I can't remember the last time I saw that.
Second down and a short 1. Yeah, they are committing to the ground game. And it's working well for him so far. Rice goes in motion. And they throw it to him. Rice able to get out of trouble. He's got the first down. down to about the 31-yard line. So Rashee Rice, they've been getting him involved early as well. Back in the Dallas area where he grew up and, again, committed some really stupid actions. We'll just say that. Dallas is looking lame just when we needed them to be good. Hey, you can never depend on the Dallas Cowboys to win a football game. Car crash Rice, exactly. First down and 10 from the 21-yard line. They're going to hand it off to Worthy. They were trying to run some sort of counter. That did not work. That was blown up in the backfield by Sam Williams. Loss of 4 on the play. That was not a well-executed play. They were trying to run a little orbit counter, I guess. And, yeah, that just did not work. Dallas was all over that. Second and 14. Rice goes in motion from just outside the 25-yard line. Travis Kelce on a wing to the left. Mahomes drifting backwards. Mahomes pumps it, and he's got to throw it away. Tyquan Thornton in the area. Third down and 14. Kenny Clark had the pressure. He came over in the trade for Micah Parsons. We just saw Parsons in the last game made a big impact for the Green Bay Packers in their win over the Detroit Lions. 2:53 left to play in this first quarter. Mahomes in the gun. Kelce in the slot to the right. Hunt in the backfield. Mahomes stepping up. Mahomes. He's going to run for it. Mahomes. He's going to be almost caught, but he's able to tumble forward for the first down. He signals it. Thought they were going to catch him right there. Somebody almost had his ankle, but Mahomes able to get out of it, and he picks up the first down. So not a good start at all for the Dallas Cowboys.
The season's on the line, he's going to use his legs.
Yeah, he will. He doesn't always do it, but when he has to, absolutely has to, he will. First down and goal. Extra offensive lineman in for the Chiefs. Handoff to Hunt. Hunt runs behind that extra offensive lineman, bounces off a tackle, and he'll take it to the 4-yard line. Second and goal.
Recently, right when you're losing games, you've got to win. I'm saying.
Yeah, if you're losing games, you kind of have to win, Tony. Very insightful analysis right there. Oh, we got a wildcat here. Rice is at quarterback along with Brashard Smith. Rice is going to keep it. Rice has some blocking. He fumbled the ball out of bounds. And they're going to say the play's dead at the 2. So he got popped by Donovan Wilson right there. Near disaster for Kansas City, but it harmlessly goes out of bounds. Nice play by Donovan Wilson. So that brings up a third down and goal from the 2 for KC. Again, Mahomes is under center. Extra offensive lineman to the right side of the formation. Handoff, Hunt, trying to get in, and he will be denied. At the 1-yard line, Kareem Hunt does not get in. Let's see what Andy Reid wants to do. Is he going to go for it, or is he going to kick the field goal? Yeah, they do have to run a play here before the end of the quarter. They are going for it. Analytically, that's the right decision, I would imagine. Shotgun for Mahomes. 2 receivers to the left. They now motion Brown to the right. Hunt in the backfield. Mahomes fires. End zone. Caught. Kelsey. Touchdown. And the camera immediately pans to Brittany Mahomes. Travis Kelsey with the touchdown. 1 second left in the first quarter, and Kansas City takes the lead.
It's just a better throw route timing.
Yep, he got tangled up right there with the linebacker Kenneth Murray. Mahomes just trusted Kelsey to find a way to get open, and he did. Put it up high. Kelsey high-pointed the ball. That just goes to show the chemistry between those two right there. So, Dallas laying an early egg. Wide right, extra point. It is, he almost missed it, but he just sneaked it through. It almost was wide right.
But it's now officially number 85 of his career.
Touchdown number 85 for Travis Kelsey. And we got a State Farm commercial.
The insurance isn't the same as having State Farm.
All right, so on the day that the Denver Broncos need the Dallas Cowboys to show up, they lay a big fat egg. Obviously, there's still plenty of time, and their offense did move the ball well in their last possession, but still, man, you can't ever expect the Dallas Cowboys to actually come through in the clutch for you. They're always going to let you down. All right, so we're going to have the kickoff, and then we're going to be going to the commercial break at the end of the quarter.
He's playing at a very, very high level right now. And sometimes it goes under the
Be sure to swallow, Romo. Travis Kelsey popping those honey stingers on the sideline. I will admit, those honey stingers, they are good, and they get the job done. All right, here's wide right to kick off. Return by Kevontae Turpin. Gets it past the 25 to about the 27-yard line. So Dallas has started all their possessions at relatively the same position, but just as I say that, there's a flag. So we'll check that, and then we'll be going to commercial break. John Hussey, referee, holding on the receiving team. So that'll back up Dallas. Sure, I would expect us to go to the second period, John. So, second quarter coming up on the other side of this commercial break. Kansas City leads the Dallas Cowboys 14-7. Dallas is about to start their drive. So, thus far, I would say Kansas City is kind of dominating this game, but at least Dallas on their last offensive drive made it a little bit more respectable. I still don't anticipate the Dallas Cowboys coming through, but we'll see. For Romo to get maximum gargle, he has to make eye contact with Mahomes. That's the most important thing. We got Lloyd in the house saying, "Go, Pat, go." Congratulations on the big win earlier today. I mean, absolutely huge. Green Bay sweeping the Detroit Lions. And now the Lions are in pretty big trouble, man. They're going to have to go on a bit of a winning streak. They do have some reinforcements coming, though. Frank Ragnow, their all-pro center who retired this past season, he is now back in the lineup. He didn't play today, but now they've got 10 days to get him ready to go until the next game. So I would fully imagine we'll see Frank Ragnow out there next week, and they're hoping that his return can save their season because, yeah, things are not going well for Detroit right now. Their offensive line's beat up. They lost Amon-Ra St. Brown in this game. So, yeah, really, really tough stuff for them. And my business partner, he hosts the Lions Syndicate, and obviously he is not pleased right now with what's going on. What jersey should I get? I'm between Singleton and Miners. I mean, in terms of guys who are going to be here long term, I would probably go with Miners, but Singleton, really cool story. Couldn't fault you at all for making that decision. So if it were me, I'd go Miners, but again, you can't really go wrong either way. Again, guys, we got 24 people in the house. Thank you so much for tuning in. Be sure to like the stream as well as subscribe. Those are both free and easy ways to show your support. It helps tell YouTube's algorithm to push us out, and it helps us get seen by more and more members of Broncos country, just like you and me. Additionally, if you want to go above and beyond in supporting the channel, please consider becoming a channel member today. It's not mandatory, but if you want some extra perks and incentives in exchange for helping me out and helping the channel grow, the link is in the description below. There's Emmitt Smith. Yeah, Parsons had a hell of a day, man. He really did. He completely wrecked shop up front.
John had a lot of chances to talk about Emmitt Smith, the great one, and what a class act he is in this community.
Indeed.
He is.
So, third possession for the Cowboys. Malik Davis is in the backfield. So, Javonte out for at least the first play of this possession. Tight end shuffled to the right side. Offset I formation. Drop back for Dak. Fires over the middle and has a completion. That is Ryan Flanoy, their third wide receiver, I would say. Flanoy has made some really nice plays over the course of this season. Yeah, absolutely, Turtle. Absolutely. There's Brian Schottenheimer, Cowboys head coach in his first season. I was in Dallas for the Shrine Bowl the day that they hired Schottenheimer, and woo, man, the Cowboys fans were pissed. Listening to their talk radio, it was hilarious. Underneath, it's caught by Turpin. He can fly, and Cavante Turpin tiptoeing down the sideline, and that's another first down for the Cowboys. Broncos getting them contracts done on the bye week. Indeed, they did it last year. They got a couple of extensions done. Garrett Bowles was one of them, and now they've got 3 more done with Will Lutz, Malcolm Roach, and Luke Wattenberg. Not the hugest fan of the Wattenberg deal, but all the other moves, yes, big fans. 2 tight ends. Brevin Span 4 moves to the right side. I formation, toss to the right with Javonte Williams, who's back in the game. Give him a gain of a couple. Kansas City, they've been all over Williams to start off this game. It's going to be second down and 8. Marty and Brian Schottenheimer. Of course, Marty was the head coach of the Kansas City Chiefs back in the day. There's a shot of them on the sideline, Marty and Brian in KC. Second down and 8. Prescott's under center, dropping back again. Prescott in trouble. Gets it at the last second there to Javonte Williams, and he's able to tumble inside of Chiefs territory to about the 48-yard line, and it's going to bring up a third down. Need Dallas' sorry ass to win. Doubt they can. Yeah, I'm right there with you. I have no faith in the Cowboys, and I can't stand them, so I will never root for a Cowboys win. I'll never root for a Chiefs win either. Seriously, I hate both of these teams. Third down and 4. From the Kansas City 48, Brian Cook is back in the game for Kansas City. He was injured a little bit earlier. Prescott fires, and that one was a little bit wide. It came out funny. Looking for George Pickens, who wanted a flag on Trent McDuffie. They've been going after him all game long. There is no flag. Dak trying to plead his case with John Hussey, but to no avail, of course. Yeah, no flag on the contact. That's all clean. So, looks like they're going to go for it here. Dallas, I think, understands the magnitude of this game. This is prime go-for-it territory. Let's see if they just want to do a hard count here or if they're actually going to go. Kind of looking like the hard count. Nope, they're going. Dak taking the snap, fires, completes it. That is Jake Ferguson, and that'll move the chains for the Cowboys. So Brian Schottenheimer rolled the dice, and it paid off. Prescott to Ferguson, first down Dallas. Spagnuolo brought pressure again. Dak able to get the throw out hot, and Ferguson makes the play. So good job by Dallas right there. See if they can get points out of this drive as they trail by 7 with 11:57 to play and counting in this second quarter. Prescott's under center on this play. Spanford goes in motion. Fake it. Prescott stepping up, and he's going to fire wide again, looking for Pickens. So that's 2 times he's looked for Pickens on this drive, and he's missed. Second down and 10. 11:44 is where this clock is stopped in the second. Yep, just a little boot, faked it to Javonte. Dak stepped up, and his feet weren't clean on that one. We've talked about Bo Nix's footwork so many times. Dak didn't have very good feet on that throw, and it forced an inaccurate pass. Marty said when he calls it quits, he's going to sit down and add up all the money Elway cost him. Second and 10. Handoff. Davis and Malik Davis for a gain of 1. Gelati in the backfield for KC.
The safety go into the game on that third down. He's dealing with a right ankle injury. They taped it.
Yeah, he's back in there. Zach says, happy Thanksgiving to you, man. Hope you ate some good food and plan on catching you at the Thanksgiving game. I'll be eating after this. Doing a little bit non-traditional. Going to have some lemon pepper and buffalo wings. Going to do some fries as well. It's going to be really good. Third down and 9. Prescott with that hard count, just a little screen to Flanoy. He's trying to get out of trouble and can't. That's going to bring up another fourth down situation. They're going to spot him about 3 or 4 yards short of the line to gain. Caught 4th and 3. Let's see what they want to do. They're going to trot out Brandon Aubrey. Aubrey, automatic from this distance. 19 for 21 on field goals this year with a long of 64 yards. We know that he can boom them. 49 yards. This is a chip shot. And Aubrey, of course, is right down the middle. And the Dallas Cowboys cut into their deficit and make it a 14-10 ball game with 10:22 left to play in the first half. So Cowboys get points on that drive after turning it over on their first drive. So I'd say Cowboys are pretty comfortable with where they're at right now, but Kansas City, we all know that they can explode at any given time, and they can make it a really, really tough football game. So, yeah, man, looks like so far both these teams just kind of feeling each other out to start this one off, and yeah, it's been a lot more competitive than I thought. Go ahead and check on Twitter here. Oh, on that one throw where Dak's feet were off that he missed, it looked like Pickens also kind of got lost in the sun right there. That's kind of the big controversy with Jerry World AT&T Stadium, especially these later in the afternoon games. The sun creeps through and creates a lot of shadows and a lot of glare inside the stadium. We get spoiled every week watching our defense compared to others for sure. It is definitely a luxury to have a defense that will get you off the field more often than not, to have a defense that will make big-time plays. Watching some of these other defenses in the league out there, I mean, Dallas tried to fix some of their defensive issues. They went out and traded for Quinnen Williams, and they traded for Logan Wilson as well, but still, their defense has a lot of other problems outside of those positions. Additionally, you've got Kansas City. I'd say their defense has kind of been hot and cold this year, which is a surprise because you typically think of Steve Spagnuolo having his defense ready to go every single week, but they've given up some big plays this year, and they've found themselves in a lot of negative situations. So for both of these defenses, I think they're trying to make whatever adjustments they can make on the fly and try to get themselves in a better position because as of right now, I don't think either one of these defenses are playing championship football. I don't expect anything out of the Cowboys, but I certainly do expect better out of the Chiefs because we've seen a lot better out of the Chiefs in previous years. Yep, you can see all that sun and glare, man. Fans are having to do this in the stadium. Nico Remigio back for the Chiefs after this Dallas field goal drive. I believe our game on Christmas will be meaningful. We'll have to finish Kansas City ourselves. If Denver's already got the #1 seed locked up, they're not going to worry about Kansas City. They might consider playing starters in the first half and then sitting them in the second half just so they don't get rusty. But we'll see, man. Hopefully the Broncos can take care of their own business and results of those games won't matter at the end of the day.
The team split into 2 groups to aid approximately 600 less fortunate men and women at both the Salvation Social Services Center in Dallas and Fort Worth. That's a long-standing tradition. So, yeah,
10-14 left to play in the first half. Remigio goes in motion to the right. Mahomes takes the snap, fires over the middle. It's caught. Travis Kelce, and he tumbles forward, taking it to about the 46-yard line. First down, Kansas City, and an explosive start to this drive.
Look at this run. He's going inside. He's going to end up getting back outside. You've got to make him feel that way.
Mm-hmm.
Wow. Travis Kelce, go ahead. That's impressive, Jim.
You sure to swallow, Romo. First and 10, Mahomes under center again. From their own 46-yard line. Mahomes stumbles right there. Able to get the pass off as he's getting hit. Incomplete. Looking for Xavier Worthy on the deep cross. It wasn't there. Well, it was there, but Mahomes didn't get it there on target. Second down and 10. Solomon Thomas applying the hit there on Patrick. Surprised that wasn't roughing the passer. I've seen less called as roughing the passer on Mahomes, to be honest. Second and 10.
Smith-Schuster comes in for the Chiefs on 2nd and 10.
Mahomes dropping back, fires outside, complete. That's Worthy. Shoved out of bounds by Bland, about a yard short of the line of the game. It's going to bring up a 3rd down and 1 situation. Mahomes doing his little
Kind of a game where it's like you versus me and who's going to actually do it and win this game.
Crowd starting to get loud at Jerry World. Chiefs coming out in the shotgun. 2 receivers set, or actually 3 receivers set, including Travis Kelce to the right side. Worthy at the top of the screen. Kelce motion. They're going to hand it off to Hunt. He's got the first down. Gain of 3. Yeah, that's just too easy, man. In these short yardage situations, Kansas City Chiefs love to lean on Kareem Hunt, short yardage, red zone, and more often than not, he's going to deliver for him in these situations.
And then the timing on this throw. Before you come out of it, you throw a high.
Be sure to swallow, Romo. Mahomes 6 of 8, 74 yards and 2 touchdown passes so far in this game. Mahomes dropping back, firing a deep ball, looking for Thornton, and it's overthrown. Never was open, and we got a flag down. Of course we do. Let's go. Offensive holding. Let's go. It's on Josh Simmons, the rookie left tackle.
The rookie left tackle. And this is offensive line, by the way, again, operating without Trey Smith today. Caliendo went for him. Yeah, and you'll see the hold inside right here. But I want you to
yep, there it is. Tony Romo's devastated.
That's going to be called in, by the way. Odigizua has been playing at a very high level.
Yes. Odigizua has been playing at a really high level this year for Dallas. Backs up KC to their own 49-yard line. Mahomes. And they throw a screen to Kelce. That's sniffed out. Donovan Ezeraku makes the tackle. Their 2nd-round draft pick. Tackled down the midfield stripe after a gain of 1. We got Atlanta Falcons in the house. Happy Thanksgiving. Favorite NFL team? Well, I think this should tell you all you need to know, man. Surprised the call with how he surprised it was called with how he was holding Nick. Yeah, for sure. Good pressure. 7.5 left to play in the first half. Mahomes looking, nowhere to go. Mahomes flushing out. Mahomes looking back across the grain. It's not there. And finally, he is sacked by Jadeveon Clowney. Mahomes, you've got to throw it away right there, man. Nobody was open. He was trying to make the play. And eventually, Clowney caught up with him. Hollywood Brown was like doing a pirouette, man. He spun like 3 times. But good hustle right there by Jadeveon Clowney. That brings up a 3rd down and 26. And play is stopped. We've got an injured Cowboy. It's number 34.
Is down for Dallas.
Oh, Shavon Revel. Oh, he's coming off of a torn ACL that he suffered in college. He would have probably been a 1st-round pick if it weren't for that injury. Hopefully Revel's okay, man. I hope that it's nothing serious for him. He's a kid that's dealt with a lot of injuries, man, so never want to see that. I really, really liked Revel coming out of college, or Revel, however it's pronounced. I really, really liked him coming out. I'm surprised they called the flag on the Chiefs. Yeah, for real, man. They've got one of the better officials calling this game or officiating this game in John Hussey. John Hussey, he's unbiased. He's not going to give the Chiefs these cheap calls, so I will definitely take it. Last week, the Chiefs had Alex Moore, and he was bailing him out left and right. The officiating in that Chiefs-Colts game was absolutely disgustingly terrible. So at least we've got a competent official officiating this game. So again, hopefully Revel's okay. Appreciate it, Shannon. Sorry, guys, just answering a text real quick. All right, we are good. What made you decide to start this channel? I've always been curious. So originally I started on another channel that is now an all NFL channel. It's now called Sparkin' Sports Football. Previously it was Sparkin' Over Broncos. I just felt like I always wanted to do some sort of football coverage, especially these past few years. And there wasn't really a way to get in since I had not gone to journalism school. So I figured I might as well force my way in and start building something on YouTube. I got some encouragement from Cecil Lammy, who I had first met out at training camp, I want to say in 2021. And I started that last channel in 2022. Eventually, I joined another network, the Syndicate network of channels, and moved all my Broncos content over to this channel. And I've been doing this channel ever since. All right, 3rd and 26. They're just going to throw a screen to Rashee Rice, and he will be able to get past the midfield stripe, and that's going to bring up a 4th down.
Well, the first part of the game here, Tom.
Hey, we finally got a punt. Chiefs shot themselves in the foot there on that last possession. Got Matt Ariza into punt, a.k.a. the punt god. Always got to be careful on these kind of special teams plays with that sun and glare inside Jerry World.
Second longest tenured to Kelsey.
Ariza boots it. And fair catch by Turpin at the 15. So, Dallas Cowboys, this is going to be their 4th possession. Aerial shot of Jerry World. I will say, one thing that is cool, and yeah, they just showed it in the shot actually, there are some apartments like right across the street from Jerry World. It's kind of a suburban area. There's a lot of shopping and crap like that. There's some other stadiums there. The Texans Rangers Stadium, both their old stadium and their current stadium, they're in that area as well. But there are these apartments that are like right next to the stadium, so you can walk out and walk to the stadium. That'd be kind of cool. It's glare. Jerry don't care. It's true, man. They've been wanting him to get like curtains or something, but he refuses to do it. He claims that it gives the team a home field advantage, but I don't see that. I see a lot of Dallas Cowboys players struggling with it just as much as opponents do. So I don't know, man. I think it's just Jerry being cheap and not wanting to spend the money. But yeah, man, that's why the Dallas Cowboys, they're not going to win anything until Jerry Jones is out of the picture. Because everybody is wrong according to Jerry Jones. There's nobody smarter than Jones. Just ask him. Any updates on our new stadium? Nothing new. We know that it's going to most likely be in 2031 when it's finished. It's going to be in that Burnham Yard location, a little bit south of I-25 and 6th Avenue. So, yeah. Ooh, that must have been fun. We got Robert in the house. Good to see you, my friend. Says happy Thanksgiving. Likewise. Hope you're doing well. Hope the family is well. All that good stuff. Thank you so much for tuning in, Robert. Oh, boy. And just a reminder, guys, at halftime, we will be taking a brief intermission. So if you guys need to use the restroom, take a bong rip, refresh your beverage, I will be doing all three of the above. That will be your time to do so. Still got quite a bit of first half action to go, though. Yes, we do, Tat Rider. Yes, we do.
Nationwide. So the Cowboys force a punt.
It's a travesty that Jones made it into the Hall of Fame before Pat. I agree. Williams to the left side, gain of about 4 yards. Oh, we got Gene Steratore in the booth. CBS officiating expert. Not really. I don't. I'll watch a little bit of CU during the season, but the only college football I really watch is during the off season when I'm scouting. 2nd and 7, 5:35 and counting in the first half. Fullback Lipke goes in motion to the right side. Prescott stepping up, nothing downfield, pointing, and he just throws it away. Williams in the area, 3rd down and 7 for Dallas. And once again, Dak trying to plead his case with John Hussey, but to no avail. He thought that there was some contact to his face mask. Oh, that might have had an argument. It was a late hit, head and neck area. I've seen that called. Nice, Turtle, nice. I got some apple pie I'm going to partake in tonight. Dak. Pressure from Chris Jones comes underneath and completes it to Jake Ferguson. First down to the 30-yard line. Gelati makes the tackle for Kansas City. Yep, Chris Jones, man. He put Tyler Booker, the right guard, on his stomach. Jet sweep. Kavontae Turpin. He's caught down by Connor after a gain of 6. Man, that sun is really coming in. It really is. Hopefully we don't have that kind of glare issue at our new stadium. I imagine that we're going to be on top of that. Not going for either one of these teams. I want this shit to end in a tie. I hate both of these teams. I don't want to see either one of them win. Technically, if Dallas wins, it'll benefit the Broncos, but I hate the Cowboys. Meanwhile, that's a dirted screen right there. 3rd down and 3. It wasn't there. We got a flag down. Yeah, I hate the Cowboys so much, I will never root for them to win. But I'll also never root for Kansas City to win either.
They will play Detroit 1 week from tonight. So they can
See what this laundry is.
But all that being said,
It's an eligible man downfield on Dallas. They're going to decline the penalty. 3rd down.
I'll tell you this. Just going through it like you were talking about.
Dude, Brian Schottenheimer's got one of the biggest play sheets I've ever seen. You see some of these coaches, their play sheets like the size of a note card. Shai says, any update with our new stadium? We had somebody ask that earlier as well. Nothing new. We know where the location is going to be. It's going to be that Burnham Yard. It's going to be 2031. Completion of Pickens, 1st down with a flag down. Pickens signaling that it's on Kansas City. But, yeah, there's nothing really new to update on the stadium.
This will be interesting because
see what they want to call here.
Throw it to the left.
Oh, DPI on Jalen Watson.
And that'll be Watson just holding at the top.
Yep. So a rare penalty against the Kansas City Chiefs. Obviously, ball was caught on the play, so it'll be declined, but you don't see that one very often.
Throwing the interception he missed, ended up throwing the interception. We call it hot, meaning no one's blocking this guy.
Exactly.
Saw a little tug.
Hey, when Tony's not blowing somebody's dick, he can actually provide some insightful football analysis. 1st and 10, fake it and dump it to Lamb. He's got room. CeeDee Lamb tries to spin, and he gets popped by Tranquil after a gain of 8. Yeah, they have been. McDuffie and Watson. They've both been kind of getting picked on in this game.
As soon as it comes, go up the middle, he has an outlet in his brain. Throw to where they come from, that side.
2nd down and 1. Interesting formation here by the Cowboys.
Sits out this play.
It's going to be a handoff to Malik Davis, who exploits a hole in the secondary. Malik Davis off to raisins, touchdown Dallas. And they take the lead from the Chiefs. Malik Davis with an explosive run. Massive hole in the Chiefs secondary, man. Touchdown Cowboys. Well. You think it's going to be Javonte Williams, but nope, it's Malik Davis. An extra point away from taking a 3-point lead. That was a hell of a run, man. Here's Brandon Aubrey. And he drills it right down the middle. So, Dallas Cowboys 17, Kansas City 14. Couple missed tackles right there, and they were not catching Davis. So, Dallas making this a little bit more interesting now. It's not often you see the Kansas City Chiefs trail to a team like the Cowboys, a team that's got the propensity to shoot themselves in the foot, but on that last drive, Kansas City had something going, and they ended up stalling out their last offensive drive. So we'll see if Kansas City can get some points on the board here before halftime. Trying to think, who started with the ball? I think that it was Dallas that started with the ball, so I believe Kansas City will be getting the ball to start the second half. Let's see here. How many total views do we have between these two streams so far? Let's go ahead and check. Chiefs get it at halftime. Yeah, that's what I thought. We got 7,766 subscribers, guys. So if you have yet to subscribe to the channel, I would really appreciate it. See how many total views we got. I got about 450 views grand total. That's not too bad. especially considering we're before halftime. So hopefully we can get to over 1,000 views between the two streams by the end of this. That'd be certainly nice and ideal. Not bad numbers at all, considering that it's Thanksgiving and considering it's a non-Broncos stream. So yeah, really appreciate you guys sticking with me here. It's pretty much all the diehards here in this chat that I would say. So yeah, I know you guys are the sickos and the dedicated fans of Broncos Syndicate. Really appreciate the support. Cheers. I just realized I need to sneak my smoking apparatus out of here so that way it doesn't show up on camera. So give me 1 second, guys. I need to get this out of here. You show a bong on camera, that's like instant demonetization. There we go. That makes my life a little bit easier. Oh, can't forget about the grinder either. All right. Still got a little bit of game action here before the end of the half. Yes, Turtle, cheers. I will be partaking at halftime.
Showing that first, Schwein gets more carries, Jim. Yeah. He's had a dizzying number of ups and downs off the practice squad and active roster.
Yeah, Malik Davis, he's been all over the place for this Dallas Cowboys team. Active roster, practice squad.
It goes on and on up and down he goes, but today, straight to the end zone.
Handoff, or I'm sorry, return with Thornton, and he's going to get across the 30 to 31. See, when I think of dope, I don't think of that. I think about the harder shit. Like, I think about actual hard drugs when I hear the term dope, honestly.
Headed to a party or cozy up on the couch. Scan to shop the most wonderful holiday gifts with Macy's Gift Guide now.
All right, 3 minutes and 5 seconds left in the first half. From the Kansas City 32, they start off with a handoff to Hunt. Right at the back of Osa Odigizua for a gain of 5. Yeah, Chris Jones, he's been in the backfield all day long.
Just didn't shorten that space in there and gave just enough. And look at him. It's on me. It's not on you, Bolton. It's not on you guys. It's on me. You bought that from me. One of your leaders for sure.
2nd and 5. From their own 37, handoff again to Hunt. Hunt turning the corner. Hunt another first down. Kareem Hunt running really, really hard down to about the 45.
It's true. You're going to go ahead and take this all the way down.
Terrible tackling by the Cowboys defense, man. They had multiple opportunities to bring him down. Let's see. They don't have to snap this before the 2-minute warning if they don't want to. But they do. And it's back to Kareem Hunt. Not quite as successful that time. Give him a gain of 2. And that will take us to the 2-minute warning with 1:57 left in the half. Another aerial shot there of Jera World. Yeah, they really do, Shy. They thought that Quinnen Williams and Logan Wilson were going to solve all their problems, but to no avail, man. This Cowboys defense, they still suck. All right, so we are at the 2-minute warning. So this is kind of crazy. Daniel Jones, he apparently suffered a fractured fibula, the small bone in your leg, and he's playing through it. Man, I never would have thought you could play through something like that. I fractured both bones in my leg a couple of years ago now, and yeah, that was not fun. I couldn't even imagine playing through that. So, yeah, it's nutty. Letting Parsons go was a bad game. Yeah. I mean, Parsons, he had such a big impact today for the Green Bay Packers against the Detroit Lions. Was in the backfield all game long. Even with Micah Parsons, though, this Cowboys defense still would have sucked. It's just not constructed well. But that's Jerry the Genius GM for you. Again, he's the smartest guy in the room. Just ask him. What'd you do for Thanksgiving? As of right now, nothing. We're going to be having some chicken wings and some fries as soon as I get done with this stream. I'll be heading into the kitchen to help out with that. Not a big fan of the traditional turkey and stuff like that. The sides are good, but the protein generally always sucks when it comes to Thanksgiving. I'd always load up with like the stuffing and the cornbread and the mashed potatoes. My mom would always make scallop potatoes. But this year, it's just me, my mom, and my grandma, so we're keeping it really simple. We shut this Cowboys offense down way better than the Chiefs. Yeah. It just goes to show, man, our defense is elite, and this Cowboys team is not very good. Second out and 8. They're on 47.
This is a big last 2 minutes of the first half, too.
Pacheco in motion. Looked like that might be a free play. Mahomes is chucking it up, and it is through the hands of Xavier Worthy. But that does look like a free play. Looked like the Cowboys were offsides.
As soon as you jump off sides, the difference is worth it.
Defense, 5-yard penalty. Second down.
They sure were.
He could have said 90, 92.
Yeah, it looked like half of their defensive line was offsides right there.
Would have been a 36-yard.
Ooh, you could have maybe called Bland for a penalty right there. Kind of surprised they didn't. 2nd and 3 after that penalty, though, the offside penalty. Under center handoff. Pacheco for a gain of 1. Overshown in on the tackle. Really nice to see him back playing after suffering a gruesome knee injury. Appreciate it, Shadden. Next year for Thanksgiving, I want a taco bar. Ooh, that sounds good. 3rd down and 2. Minute 25 and counting left in the half.
Overshown from Tyler, Texas, hometown of Patrick Mahomes. He called it the battle of the 903 area code. He wants a sack on him today.
Mahomes stepping up, 1st down, and he gets the field goal target line as well to about the 44-yard line. Still plenty of time. Both teams have all 3 timeouts.
But the difference is he's actually using his leverage against Murray Jr. twice.
Trips to the right. Mahomes looking, pressure, and he just throws it at the feet or in the area of Juju Smith-Schuster. 2nd and 10. Clock stopped at 45 seconds.
First half highlights.
Let's go ahead and get our halftime banner ready to go.
We sent along our Thanksgiving wishes to all of them. Our great pals have been on the road 4 times with us this year. And a performance, folks, from Post Malone.
Ah, some halftime entertainment.
2nd and 10. This is the play right here. This will determine whether they're going to actually have a chance at a touchdown or not.
Let's see. Patrick stepping up. He's going to throw the last second to Pacheco with the flag down, and Pacheco down to about the 27. We got to check the laundry.
Infraction, I'm sure. Simmons took his defender to the ground.
It's going to be a holding call on Josh Simmons, it seems.
Offense number 71.
Holding. Offense number 71. Thank you very much.
You saw it right when it was happening in real time. Just go ahead and watch the top of your screen. There's our 1st round pick. What's this?
Yeah.
So sure, Gene.
Let's see.
You turn and leverage there, Tony, at the end. He's got great feet. He just needs a punch to get him, keep in front of him. That's the 2nd holding call.
Yes, they did, Abigail. That was a hell of a game. 2nd out and 20. Hollywood Brown goes in motion to the right side. Mahomes, nowhere to go. He's going to run. There's another flag down. And Mahomes, out of bounds. He lost the ball, but it went out of bounds. And both teams are pointing at each other. Finally, they're calling holds on him. That one might have been a little questionable, but still.
Patrick went to White House High School, and Overshown grew up with his younger brother, Jackson. And he couldn't wait for this matchup. And again, he said to get a sack.
Ooh, I need to do a quick reset here.
He almost got a forced fumble.
I'm about to lose the internet, so just give me 1 second, guys. I'm going to do a quick reset on the connection.
Both by illegal
Okay, there we go.
Offense number 71.
All right, so we got an illegal formation
Illegal contact.
and an illegal contact call. So it looks like these are going to be offsetting penalties. Mahomes sure does cry a lot. I mean, when Jaquan McMillan sacked him in the Broncos game, he was like, he hit me in the head, he hit me in the head. Yeah, man, I can't stand how Patrick Mahomes fucking just foul baits like that, man. 2nd and 20.
This is a situation right here. Where's Butker's line, right? Where can he kick from indoors? You got to assume the 40 will take a chance, even the 45. No sacks.
Backed up to the 47-yard line. Motion Hutton to the backfield. Trips right. They just come underneath to Worthy. Worthy across midfield gets to the other 48. Clock stopped, 24 seconds. Both teams still have all 3 timeouts. And it's 3rd down. Called 3rd and 16. Mahomes huddling him up. Trying to get into range for Harrison Butker at this point, but it's going to be really tight.
And it's 3rd and 16. Watch out. This is Quinn Williams territory right
Trips left, Hunt in the backfield. Mahomes being chased. He's in trouble. Mahomes fires across the grain. Where'd the ball go? I didn't even see where the ball went. Looked like it went out of bounds. There's a flag down. I didn't even see where the ball went on that play.
This is interesting because
Chiefs bench is pointing in the direction of Dallas.
The penalty of the Cowboys looked like he might have still been in the field. Like it a little bit.
Yeah, there is no foul on the play.
Okay. Incomplete pass.
That's a good job, fellas. The other thing I was looking at was what's my
No foul on the play.
the football as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's clearly shoved by.
Let's see. Is Mahomes down before he gets the ball out? No, it doesn't look like it.
With the shin, the knee.
Yeah. So 4th and 16, and Kansas City will punt.
Going back and changing it, Gene, even if he was down, because they're punting anyway, so the 2-3 yards wouldn't matter.
Yeah.
Yeah, tell them that. That's the case goes.
Yep.
They look like they're having a little conversation right now, though, telling that maybe what to do. And it's 3 yards, guys. It's a punt.
Okay, they are going to say it was a sack. Okay, so it was a sack.
It's close, John. Who is great. It's the 48. So if he's down here, Jane, he's actually, the clock should be running.
Yeah, so there's going to be a 10-second runoff here.
Which would then create a running clock. They'll look at Dallas and Coach Schottenheimer.
Let's see if somebody wants to use a timeout here.
10-second deduction, yes. And he should.
Looks like it's going to be 18 seconds left. So really discombobulated into the half. But looks like it's going to go to Dallas. They're going to take a knee, and we're going to go to halftime.
As far as the Cowboy timeout,
A rise effect to punt it away.
Dallas must have called the timeout there, fellas. They went back and put 18 seconds on the clock and it stopped. Okay.
Knuckleball there, and that's going to be out of bounds. See where they spot it. They're going to spot it at the 13. So a little 30-second timeout. And again, I imagine Dallas is just going to come out and take a knee here. So again, we'll be going to halftime, little intermission, guys. So stay with us here, and we will be back for second half action once Dallas decides what they want to do. Maybe they want to try to run a play real quick. It looks like they're going to run a play. Okay, so they're going to try to maybe get into field goal range or at least try to do something here. Officials come in and stop it.
Seconds again, the Verizon halftime report coming up.
12 seconds left.
The story of the Packers' big win. Loves 4 touchdown passes.
Man, this has been a really discombobulated end of the half.
Incredible ties. Not only did his community raised in Grapevine nearby, but his dad used to work concessions at Cowboy home games. He did. Post Malone.
Oh, interesting. Also, I think this is going to be a little bit of an extended halftime because of the little concert show they're going to do. Hand off to Williams, and that should do it. What is his thoughts on having to have multiple streaming services to be able to watch this game? I mean, that's kind of bull. All right. So we are at the end of the half. With the score, Dallas Cowboys 17, Kansas City Chiefs 14. We will be taking a brief halftime intermission, guys. So stay with us. We will be back for second half action. All right, Broncos country, let's go. We are back for second half action as the Dallas Cowboys lead the Kansas City Chiefs 17-14. Let's go ahead and say hi to some people. We got Seth. We got Dom saying still not 100% comfortable that the Cowboys will keep the lead. Just need to make sure they don't let the Chiefs do those little passes that turn into big plays. Chiefs, excuse me, Chiefs can't stop a nosebleed either. Absolutely. I don't have much faith in the Cowboys right now, but we'll see, man. They do lead right now. Chiefs get the ball to start the half. Mark says, agreed, but we can hope. We've got Mr. Fanta in the house saying, I'm rooting for the tie because F the Cowboys, but I'll always take a Chiefs loss too. That's exactly what I'm rooting for as well. I am rooting for the tie. I do not want to see either one of these teams win this game. Obviously, one of them is most likely going to, but still, we can still hope for the tie here in Denver. It would benefit the Broncos if the Cowboys would win, but I just can't bring myself to root for the Cowboys ever. All right. Mahomes and the Chiefs getting ready to get started here for the second half. Kind of feels like both teams were just feeling each other out in that first half, kind of trading blows a little bit. This might be where the game opens up one way or the other. Kickoff from Aubrey, fielded by Smith. And Smith, he's able to get past the 25. He turns the corner. Rashard Smith has game-breaking speed. And he is out of bounds at about the 47. He almost broke that really free. When that Chiefs-Colts game went into overtime, I was actually thinking it was going to be a tie. Yeah, for sure. I was sure hoping it would end in a tie, but we'll see if maybe this one does. It's got a chance.
It's who can do right longer. It's going to be a four-quarter battle. They're a great team. Right,
Trips left. Xavier Worthy motions. He's on an orbit motion here. And they're going to hand it off on the RPO to Kareem Hunt for a short game of about 4. Second down and 6.
With 94 yards now rushing for Kansas City.
Today we root for the Cowboys. That's all there is to it. I can't, man. I just can't. I hate the Cowboys so much. Second down and 6.
Taylor is still out at right tackle.
Oh, no Jawan Taylor for the Chiefs. That might actually be addition by subtraction. Handoff. And not much there for Kareem Hunt. Might have lost a yard. That's going to bring up a third down. Good penetration by the Dallas defensive line.
He is questionable with that elbow injury he suffered in the first half. And an update on safety, Brian Cook. He tried to play through it. He was going to play on just third down. That's it now. He is listed.
Oh, yeah. Taylor looked like something might have popped in his elbow. And Brian Cook, no go either. Third down and 6 from just outside the midfield stripe. Cowboys showing pressure. Condensed formation for the Chiefs. Hollywood Brown goes in motion to the right. Mahomes fires to the right side, and it's complete to Brown for the first down. We do have laundry, and the Cowboys bench is pointing in the direction of Kansas City. Might be offensive pass interference. Romo wants it picked up because, of course, he does.
Number 1.
Seriously, Romo, don't forget to swallow, buddy. So that wipes it out. And I'll bring it back to third down. That's a good call, Tony. That's a good call, Tony. He's trying, man. Dude, Tony has become so insufferable to listen to. Yeah, for real. Shut up, Tony. Mahomes on 3rd and 16. Looking, checks it down. Checo's got a long way to go, and he is out of bounds near midfield. They'll mark him out right at midfield. 4th down for the Chiefs. Pick up the flag. Oh, and Mahomes is limping. He wants to go for it. I don't normally get to watch any primetime games because I got to be in bed by 7 Mountain Time, but the Broncos game will be exception to my rule. Man, you must have. Yeah, that must really suck, man. I wouldn't like having to get up so early. You have to go to bed at 7 p.m. Oof.
Two huge stops by Dallas ended the first half and the beginning of the second.
4th down and 5. Kick, Ariza. Fair catch signaled, and it's going to bounce, and it'll be downed. It's going to be down at the 1 yard line. So Dallas is going to have the full field to go. 3 a.m. Hats off to you, my friend. Yeah, nice punt. All right, so Dallas about to get the ball for their first possession of the half. Yeah, that was a really, really good punt. Dallas did a pretty good job on most of their drives moving the ball in this game. They did have one drive that ended in a Prescott interception when he was under pressure, but they've been moving the ball well. Neither one of these defenses have played particularly well in this game. We just had a field-flipping play on special teams, so maybe that gives the advantage back to Kansas City, but right now the defenses are not playing well. So we'll see what happens, man. There's still a lot of game left, and as we always like to say on this channel, it ain't over till the fat lady sings. Just have to be able to flip the field if they don't score. What are you having for Thanksgiving dinner, or what is your favorite side? So I'm a little unorthodox. We're going to be having some chicken wings for Thanksgiving, chicken wings and fries. We're going to have lemon pepper and buffalo. But my favorite Thanksgiving side is probably the stuffing. I do enjoy the stuffing. Tony got pitched by Gene. After the turnover, KC only scored once after their offense sucks. Green bean casserole is great. Not a big fan of green bean casserole, honestly. I also like the cranberries, especially good homemade ones. Chicken wings is valid. Yeah, I think it's pretty good, right? Decent enough Thanksgiving meal. Yeah, stuffing is really good, especially if it's done correctly. Yep, mashed potatoes, also really, really good. Love my mashed potatoes and gravy. I mean, I enjoy pretty much any form of potatoes, if we're being honest. But overall, I'm not really a big fan of like the Thanksgiving proteins, turkey, ham. Yeah, mac and cheese, also good. It's not really something I associate with Thanksgiving, though. I know a lot of people do, but it's never something I've generally had around Thanksgiving. Sweet potatoes, again, good choice there as well. I decided to do a steak this year. I'm a stuffing guy for sure. I also like King Soopers Cranberry Celebration. Highly recommend. Interesting. I'll have to try that. All right. They're down at their own 3-yard line are the Cowboys, and Javonte Williams squirts them across the 5 to about the 6 for a gain of 3, 2nd and 7.
The officials came over to talk to Matt Nagy, Mahomes, Andy Reid about that pick play that was called. He's telling Matt Nagy, you get out of here.
Chiefs are still complaining about that pick play, man. That's a good pull. He ran into him.
It's like, I already told you.
2nd and 7. Dak's under center.
Both sides, but definitely
Williams sporting forward again, getting all that he can. Call it a gain of 4. 3rd down and 3 coming up.
The Cowboys facing a 3rd and 3. The bigger issue, though, ultimately is just how many times this happened to the Chiefs on big plays this year. We saw it last week, right, Jim? They were able to overcome it, but most of the year they haven't. These penalties happen on monster plays. Well, Andy talks to Tracy about it going to the locker room.
3rd down and 3 from the 10.
That's part of the penalties, and they get a big one that took a 1st down away from them in Dallas territory.
Turpin goes in motion. Looks like man coverage here for the Chiefs. Prescott on the quick slant. Oh, it's dropped by Pickens. Incomplete, and Dallas will have to punt it away. Are you more happy Javonte is doing well this season? Are you more sad that he's not here anymore? I'm happy he's doing well. It was just time to move on for both parties. Dom says Broncos should try and sign Javonte this next offseason. I think both parties were ready to move on, and it was a clean breakup, in my opinion. Broncos being great again is an incredible feeling. Yes, it is. Yes, it is. All right, it's the first Dallas punt today off the foot of Brian Anger. 11:02 to play in the third quarter. Kick is away. Back him up, fielded at about the 28-yard line is Remigio, and he's out of bounds at the 36. And that is where Kansas City will begin their second possession of the second half. Yeah, that's one he normally comes down with. That was a bad drop. All right, we are going to commercial break. Cowboys still nursing a 3-point lead, and I just realized I need to change this. It is now the third quarter. There we go. So, yeah, man, anytime you need the Dallas Cowboys to actually show up for you, they're not going to deliver. I wouldn't have minded signing the Cowboys running back last year, Rico Dowdle. Yeah, he's looking really good in Carolina. He makes incredibly hard catches and drops the easy ones. Yep, that's true. I mean, you see Pickens, he makes those acrobatic catches, but that one was the NFL equivalent of a layup, and he didn't get it. Rico responded to a tweet about him joining Denver. He wasn't opposed to it. Interesting. I had never seen that. I don't know if it was just a one-year deal that he signed in Carolina. Maybe Denver could bring him in this coming offseason. I think Denver is going to make some sort of power move at the running back position. What move that is, I don't know, but I don't know if Dowdle's available or not. I'll have to see. Let's see, is he under... Yeah, he just signed a one-year deal, so that might be a very intriguing option. What are your thoughts on Coach Prime fitting Julian Lewis the last game, or sitting Julian Lewis the last game to keep his red shirt? Is it worth the risk because he could leave in the offseason? I mean, I'm not privy enough to college ball to know if he's got better opportunities out there elsewhere. I'd like to hope that he's committed to what they're building right now in Colorado, so I don't know how his redshirt status would affect his potential departure. I mean, who wouldn't want to play in Denver? Yeah, for sure, for sure. And it's kind of the same thing for Julian Lewis. Like, who wouldn't want to play in this area, you know? I think we could use Javonte Williams, cut him loose too early. I don't know if he fits our scheme, to be perfectly honest. He was the number one quarterback in the country and decided to come out a year early.
They're hoping to provide joy. So many. And what a special treat we get today. Cowboys, Chiefs, this was on the radar before the season, and now it's shaped up to be a monster game.
All right, 1st and 10 from the 37. Quick throw over to Rice on the screen. Overshown was there initially. A couple other Cowboys forced him out after a short gain. Gain of 2 on the play. 2nd down and 8. Yeah, I agree, Cookies. I don't think Javonte was the fit in the Sean Payton system. We saw immediate success with Dobbins here. If anything, I think they try to re-sign Dobbins. 2nd down and 8. Worthy in motion to the left. Joining Hollywood Brown over there. Mahomes looking for Kelsey over the middle, and he's got Kelsey over the middle. And Travis diving forward. He's going to be about a yard shy of the line to gain of 7 on the play.
One of those guys named Turtle.
So we actually did get an update on J.K. Dobbins yesterday. Sean Payton said he does have a chance to return before the season's over. It's not going to be soon, so I'd imagine Sean's indicating possibly playoffs for J.K., but Any potential return for him would be huge. 3rd down and 1. Rice goes in motion. It's Hunt. And he is stuffed. Sam Williams stood him up. No gain on the play, and Kansas City's going to have to make a decision. You can go to any road stadium. What would be your top 3? Kansas City, Seattle, and Minnesota. I would say those would be my top 3. Oh, that was a hell of a play by Sam Williams right there. Now it's going to bring him 4th down and 1, and looks like they're going for it. Yeah, Sunday night is going to be really, really fun. 4th down and 1, tight formation for Kansas City. Handoff, or no, fake the handoff and dump it to Wiley, and Wiley is going to pick up the 1st down. Just ran a little bit of a rub play right there, and it worked out. I love how every doctor on Twitter was bewildered when Sean said JK would return this year. I mean, clearly the Broncos are more privy to what's going on with his medicals than the Twitter doctors are, so I'm going to trust Sean Payton. He said it unprovoked, and we all know that Sean doesn't normally like to talk about injuries, so I think if Sean's saying it, JK's got a legitimate chance. Those are all some good choices, too. I've been outside the Cowboys stadium, but not inside for a game. Play action, Mahomes, deep ball, winding up, incomplete. No flag on the play. Travis Kelce, the intended receiver. Marquise Bell had the coverage. No, I agree, Mike, but he's just not a fit here in Denver. Or Mark, I'm sorry. He's just not a fit here in Denver, man. He's just not. I think that overall, he just didn't fit the scheme. Clearly, he needed to go elsewhere to find success again. 2nd and 10 for Kansas City at the midfield stripe. Pacheco. Big hole on the right side. Tumbling forward is Isaiah to about the 44-yard line. Gain of 6 on that one. 3rd down and 4.
Extended thanks to Jared Wiley's 2nd career.
Exactly, Dom. I think JK is just a better fit in this given system than Javonte Williams ever was. 3rd and 4. Javonte Williams also struggled with complex offenses and was running into the wrong holes consistently while in Denver. Big facts. 3rd and 4. Mahomes calling for the snap. Rolling right, throwing downfield, overthrown, incomplete. Looking for Rice, and he just sailed the pass, man. Not even in Rice's zip code. 4th and 4. What does Andy Reid want to do? Yeah, I'm with you, Crumble. I really am.
Keep going, and then he widens, and he gets deeper.
Oh, my foot sleep. Shit. Ooh. Oh, Andy's going to punt. Interesting. Yeah, I thought he would have gone for it here. You got to watch the fake in this situation. They are kicking it. Ariza. They're going to down it again. Brilliant punt. Looks like you need the 3 once again, man. So that's 2 really good punts in this game by the so-named punt god, Matt Ariza. There's been a couple of field flippers, man, so we'll see if Dallas can do something on this possession. When they only gave Javonte Williams 6 times a game, of course he was going to struggle. Sean Payton did not stick to the run in a lot of those games. It's because Javonte wasn't effective when he was running the ball. Of course you're not going to give a player who wasn't running effectively the ball 20 times a game. It's just not going to work. It's a lot more simple of an offensive scheme in Dallas where he doesn't have to hesitate. He doesn't have to think. And additionally, another year removed from that injury, he's just in a much better spot. He's got more burst. He's got more explosiveness. I think it was the right move for the Broncos to move on, and Javonte needed to go elsewhere to find success again. And if he comes back here, I just don't think it's the right fit. I believe the Cowboys are going to work to extend Javonte Williams anyway, so this conversation is probably moot. And I imagine the Broncos are going to bring back their running back in J.K. Dobbins. All right, since we've got a second, I'm going to go ahead and reset my connection here. Just got to knock that out real quick. So we're going to lose the stream for about 30 seconds. I'll come back right away. So when it buffers, don't worry. I'm not going anywhere. I will be right back. I'm going to drop the connection right. Okay, guys, as promised, we are back. KB says, Graham Glasgow said Williams could be the best back in the league if he would just go through the right hole on your boys' show, Mile High Roundtable. Interesting. That was obviously before I joined them. So that's kind of really interesting and pretty insightful there from Graham. Seriously, does anyone look at this Chiefs team and is still scared of them? No, I'm not scared of them at all. I wasn't scared of them entering this game, and this game is confirming why I'm not scared of them. There's no reason to make the offense complex. The offense is showing that this season. I do feel like Sean over these past couple of weeks has stripped it down and made it a little bit more simple, but I'd say more of the complexities in this offense are in the passing game as opposed to the run game. But Dallas, it's really simple and straightforward. Plus, I'd argue they've got a better run-blocking offensive line than the Broncos do. Denver's more of a pass-blocking offensive line. Javonte averaged 1 to 2 yards per carry. Why would Sean keep running him? Exactly. I don't know how much rain there's going to be, but apparently it's going to be raining pretty good out there. Graham accidentally let it slip out in their interview. Interesting. Yeah, Sean, he's more of a zone scheme. Dallas, they run more gap.
His game will live forever. No, you're not kidding. So,
1st and 10. Good protection by Williams. That's something he does really well as Dak gets it out complete for a short gain to Jake Ferguson. That'll get him a little further away from the goal line on that play. Got 25 people in the house. Great blitz blocker, can catch out of the backfield, and he's a bruiser. Sean could have fit him in. He did in the pass blocking game and somewhat in the catching, but he just didn't have the burst and explosiveness in the run game last year, and there were vision issues. Prescott stepping up, fires. There's a flag in the secondary. Pass is dropped by Ryan Flanoy. McDuffie on the coverage. We'll have to see what this flag is.
Javonte Williams don't pick up the blitz. He did a great
Yeah, on the season he did, but once you got in the later part of last season, he was only averaging like 2 yards per carry. In like the last 10 games, his production just fell off a cliff.
They're taking a while, but it should be. Holding. Defense number 27.
Okay, holding on the Chiefs. They've been calling a lot more penalties on Kansas City in this game. Just waking up from a nap, checking in. Damn, can't believe Dallas is winning, but don't mean anything. 3 points is boring for the Chiefs and refs to overcome. I mean, fair, but right now the refs are actually kind of in favor of Dallas in this one. First and 10 from the 15 following that penalty. Toss it to Kevontae Turpin. He's got blocking in front. Turpin across the 25. Down the sideline is Kevontae Turpin, and he's out of bounds at about the 38-yard line. Really nice gain on that play. Nothing to overcome. Gotcha. Still, though, I agree.
All these guys playing soft, and you go to Turpin in the backfield, who's your returner, kind of gadget guy, we call it. But the speed you see, if he's in the backfield, Jim, do you think he's running between the tackles? Probably not, right? Just a great.
First and 10 now from the 40. Dak checks it down. CeeDee Lamb makes a man miss, and Lamb squirting forward, gain of 8.5. 5:30 and counting left to play in the third quarter. Of course, league honoring John Madden as they do every Thanksgiving. They did, man. They got off their goal line quick. Just took a couple of explosive plays. We have to use Mims like the Cowboys are using Turpin next time we play the Chiefs. I've got a feeling we might see the Chiefs in the playoffs, so I'd save it for then. Prescott going deep, looking for Lamb, and there's going to be a flag on Trent McDuffie. They've been picking on McDuffie all day, or, is it going to be on Lamb? Okay, Lamb was just trolling. He was doing this. Yeah, that's pretty clearly on McDuffie. It constricts Lamb. Yeah. Yeah, easy call right there. So now Dallas, after being backed up, they are deep in Chiefs territory. CD checks out for this play.
Take note of these play calls by Shoddy.
Okay.
So this is such an interesting thing.
Pat Summerall deserves to be celebrated too, for sure, for sure. Legend in his own right. Yeah, that just happens sometimes, man.
Look at this play call.
Under center handoff, Javonte squirting and spinning. Javonte exploiting the hole for a gain of 7.
The Cowboys have gone from their own 4 down to the Kansas City 13. We've always talked about
we got Khalil in the house. Good to see you. Hope you're doing well.
To your point, you're exactly right.
I don't really pay attention to the Avs, to be honest. I'm not a huge hockey fan. I know they're doing really well right now, though. 4.5 left to play in the third quarter. 2 receivers on each side, tight end to the left. Prescott fires, end zone. Oh, what a catch. Is he in bounds? He is. Touchdown, Jake Ferguson. And the Dallas Cowboys. We'll have to make sure he was in, but if he is, that's a 2-score lead. And they do the celebration in the Salvation Army kettle. I remember when someone, I can't remember who, said McDuffie was the best corner in all of football. Come on, bro. Ooh, let's see. Catch. Foot 1. Foot number. Ooh. He's out. His right foot didn't get in. 1 foot going down twice doesn't equal 2 feet. Yep. Oh, that's going to be an incomplete pass. I was afraid of that. Yep, so 1 foot going down twice doesn't equal 2 feet. You've got to establish both feet in bounds, and he clearly didn't. That's going to be an incomplete pass. It looked like Nick Bolton's shin got in the way. He tried to toe tap, but Bolton's shin prevented him from doing so. Oh, that's brutal. That's going to come back. That's going to be an incomplete pass. That is absolutely brutal, man. That would have been a hell of a touchdown catch. It was a really, really gutsy throw from Dak, but it looked like the leg of Nick Bolton prevented his leg from getting down, and that was an incomplete pass, man. His first foot touched the ground twice, but I remember there was a game last year. It was some primetime game where that was kind of a controversial play. 1 foot bouncing does not equal 2 feet getting in. You've got to establish 2 feet in. So, yeah, man, that one is brutal for the Cowboys. Mark is very clearly not pleased. So Dallas had an opportunity right there to take potentially a 2-score lead, and that's going to wipe it off the board. While we wait for that, guys, if you could just do me a big favor and smash the like button on this stream, as well as subscribe to the channel. Those are both free and easy ways to show your support. It helps tell YouTube's algorithm to push us out, and it helps us get seen by more and more members of Broncos country, just like you and me. Additionally, if you want to go above and beyond in supporting the channel, please consider becoming a channel member today. The link is in the description below if you want some extra perks and incentives in exchange for helping me out and helping this channel grow. It's already almost 5 o'clock. This game might overlap into the other game. I hope it doesn't. I want to see the other game in its entirety. But the way that it's kind of timing out right now, it looks like this might overlap.
The NFL on CBS is sponsored by Walmart Black Friday deals. Now live and ready to shop online now. And by AT&T Connecting.
Ooh, my neck just popped right there. Ow.
Rolling on the field. The touchdown has been taken away.
Yeah, that was pretty clear and obvious.
Everything we saw going to break.
Again, man, his leg just got trapped. If Nick Bolton wasn't there, you would have gotten it down. I want to see Joe Burrow since I'm starting him in fantasy. He's going to have to light it up if the Bengals want any chance. Because against that defense, Lamar, Derrick Henry, they're going to do whatever they want. All right, 4:18 left to play in the third quarter. It's 3rd down and 3. Dak's going end zone. He overthrows CeeDee Lamb. Watson with lockdown coverage, and with a play call like that, I have to imagine they're going to be going for this on 4th down.
Get your eyes back around earlier down here. The ball's already in the air.
Yep, just trying to throw the fade up to Lamb, and Watson completely locked him up. And sure enough, they are going for it. They're going under center on 4th and 3. That's kind of interesting. I expect some sort of rollout play here if they're under center. Or they're just going to try to draw them offside. And now they're back to gun. Are they actually going for this? Nope, I think they're just trying to draw them offside. Yep. They are not running a play. Yeah, they're going to take the delay of game and kick the field goal. I don't agree with that. You have an opportunity to go up by 2 scores right there. I think that was kind of chicken shit by Brian Schottenheimer, man. I would have gone for that. You go for that. You're going against the Chiefs. Of course, Tony doesn't want him to go for it. It's the one time you'll see Tony root against his Cowboys. All right, here's Aubrey to kick it. I mean, you've got an automatic 3 points here with Aubrey. I get it, but you really should go up by 2 scores. Kick is good. Got to gamble? Yeah, I agree. I don't like this. This is way too conservative. But nonetheless, the kick is good, and the Cowboys take a 6-point lead. So Dallas, or the Chiefs, they're 1 possession away here from potentially taking the lead right back. Again, that was way too conservative in my opinion. Brought to you by Colgate. Playing with scared money. I mean, I don't know, man. I would have definitely gone for that. Especially considering the opponent you're playing, where you are at this point in the season. I imagine that was him kind of channeling his inner Marty Ball right there. I bet he heard his dad's voice in his head. Take the points. Take the points. This isn't 1985 anymore. Sometimes you need to be aggressive, and sometimes you need to go for it. I mean, I get it. I do, but they can explode at any given time. All it takes is one good drive, and they take the lead back. So if I were Dallas, I've got an opportunity to go up by 2 scores. You take that risk. Worst thing that can happen is that Kansas City is pinned back deep, and if you trust the way your defense has been playing in this game, you should get the ball back anyway. So, not a fan, man. You're making a 1-score game a 1-score game. It just doesn't math. So, yeah, if I were Schottenheimer, I would have definitely gone for it right there, but there have been plenty of times where I've wanted Sean Payton to go for it, and he's kicked the field goal, and he's proven me right. So We'll see, but I wouldn't say that the Dallas Cowboys defense is on the level that the Denver Broncos defense is at either. So I could see an argument either way. I'm a little bit more aggressive. Brian Schottenheimer clearly is a little bit more conservative. Hopefully it doesn't come back to bite him in the ass. Mark says 3 points is okay coming from your own goal line. Yeah, but again, it's 4th down and 3, and you've got an opportunity right there to maybe make it a 2-score game. And with Kansas City struggling on offense, that might have put the game out of reach. So it's just tough, man. This is basically a playoff game. You take points in a playoff game. Hopefully their defense can make a stop. That's the big thing. You've got to trust your defense if you're going to be conservative and take the points right there. So that was part 1. Now the defense has got to return the favor. Oh, nasty hit. Big hit on the return. Was that Leofow? Or it was James Houston? His name's James Houston, but he's playing for Dallas. Dan Campbell would have taken the points. He might have had a chance today. That is a fair way to look at it. That is a fair way to look at it. But again, I'm more aggressive.
Tonight on CBS, on the road to the Final Four.
All right, Mahomes is under center. 1st down and 10 from the 20. Handoff, Hunt, not much on the play. Gain of 1. Clowney in on that stop along with Reddy Stewart.
And Charlotte Jones with our president.
Jones family booth. Yeah, that was a stamp. That was a big-time hit.
Seeing themselves, guys.
2nd and 9. Trips right. Hunt motion back into the backfield to the left of Mahomes. Kelsey on a wing to the left. Stepping up is Mahomes. Mahomes looking. Mahomes firing across the grain. It's complete. Rice. Donovan Wilson fell down trying to break it up, and Rice has a 1st down completion. 28-yard pickup on that play. Yep, just gets open on kind of an improv drill. Wilson tried to pick it, but just a perfect throw and a perfect catch. Nobody does that better than Mahomes throwing it across the grain. Got to give him credit where it's due. 1st and 10 now from the 49. It's going to be another handoff to Hunt. Tumbling forward, and he's going to take it inside of Dallas territory right there to about the 46, I think. Gain of 7, 2nd and 3. So it's kind of looking like that decision to only take the 3 points right there, it might not pay off. They're going to have to get a stop. 2nd and 3 for the 45-yard line. Mahomes. He's in trouble. Spinning away from a sack is Mahomes going deep downfield, throwing it away. Over the head of Rice. 3rd down and 3. Dallas desperately needs a stop. They're using Donovan Wilson as a spy and almost had the sack right there. Sam Williams almost got him. But Mahomes, he's elusive sometimes, man. He'll get out of those sacks. 3rd down and 3. A big 3rd down here from the Dallas 45. Hollywood Brown goes in motion. It's looking like man coverage. Here comes some pressure. Mahomes dumps it underneath. It's caught by Hunt. 1st down and more. Kareem Hunt inside the 25 and out of bounds. Ay, caramba.
22 yards after 28 went to Rice, 22 here to Hunt.
This is going to be, you got to cover.
Yeah, you had him. Yeah, the linebacker just kind of got lost in the trash on kind of a pick play right there. And Kareem Hunt, big time play.
But Andy Reid, when he gets a beat out, Jim,
yep. Bad decision, man. You should have gone for it on 4th down. This is shoddy getting bit in the ass right now, especially if Kansas City scores a touchdown. Mahomes, pump fakes into the flat. Now he's got to throw it last second, incomplete. Worthy in the area, 2nd and 10.
for a screen, and they're going to take a shot.
Still, though, I don't agree with that decision. You had a chance to take a 2-score lead and put them away. Just too conservative. Dax all smiles on the sideline. 2nd and 10.
That's an impressive comment. Impressive is 2nd and 10 from the 22.
Fake to Hunt, fire on the dart slant. Ooh, man, that was nasty. That was nasty right there, man. Rashee Rice, just a little glance route. Freaking Mahomes zipped it right in.
He's going to pretend to throw the flat route, and it's a complete no-look.
Hate these Chiefs games. Other teams spend 6-minute drives for 3 points. Chiefs get the ball and drive the field in 3 plays. Exactly. There is no guarantee they score. Exactly. I agree, but it's better than this crap, man. You just surrendered basically a touchdown to them.
That's for sure.
It's 1st and goal now from the 9. Hand off to Hunt, and he's blown up. Woof. That was a big hit, man. Logan Wilson. Woof. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that the analytics would have said to go for it right there. But it's in the past now, so we're beating a dead horse at this point.
Sit down.
2nd and goal. This is going to be the last play before the end of the 3rd quarter. Agreed, Dom, but there's no guarantee that Dallas will get the lead back after this either. Mahomes. Slant again. Rice. Oh, did the ball come out? Cowboys saying the ball came out. Refs are saying that he was down. They're going to say down by contact. This might go to review. Let's see. So, Rice caught it. Is he down before that ball comes out? Looks like he is. Yeah, he is. That is down by contact. All right, here we go, man. Into the 3rd quarter. Dallas nursing a 6-point lead. Again, guys, thank you so much for tuning in. Really appreciate each and every single one of you. Hopefully everybody is having a happy Thanksgiving. Hopefully you guys have enjoyed your Thanksgiving meals, or if you're like me and have yet to have yours, hopefully you do enjoy it when you get to have it. And then after this game, of course, we've got the Bengals and the Ravens. That's going to be a really exciting matchup. It's got big-time AFC North implications. Baltimore, they've got the lead in the AFC North back. They're trying to hold on to it. Cincinnati, they're trying to get back in. So, yeah, it's really interesting. You've got Cincinnati's defense, they're just not good at all, quite frankly. Then you've got this Baltimore Ravens offense with Lamar Jackson, Derrick Henry. It almost feels like they'll be able to score at will. So it's going to be on Joe Burrow in his first game back from injury to put the team on his back like they usually ask him to do. And we'll see if he's going to be able to in this one. Tony sounded like he was choking. Yeah, I'm surprised, man. It didn't happen sooner. That's what happens when you don't swallow enough. Oh, man. It just feels like we've seen this Chiefs game so many times, right? They're going to take the lead right here, and then Dallas is going to get the ball back. They're going to go 3 and out. Kansas City's going to go downfield and score again, and the game's going to be over. I'd be willing to put money down that that's what happens. Like seriously, I know exactly how this is going to end, man. I have the script in my hands. Ravens offense has struggled as of late, but it's against a Bengals defense that can't stop a cold, man. They cannot stop anybody. So I anticipate the Ravens kind of having a bounce back game on offense in this one. Yeah, I agree, Julian. It just feels like this is primed for a Kansas City win. And they're going to say, oh, the golden boy brought them back in the fourth quarter again. Because here they are. They technically are down in the fourth quarter. Third down and goal. Worthy goes in motion. Kelsey in the slot. Mahomes fires. Overthrown. Looking for Rice in the end zone. And now we got a 4th and goal. Andy Reid's Mahomes is waiting off the field goal unit. See what Andy Reid wants to do here. Need a pick. Team of death. Seriously. All right, 4th and goal. Let's see what they dial up.
Let's see what they draw up. Andy's always got some sort of interesting.
He does. Mahomes looking. Nothing's open initially, and he throws complete. Touchdown, Rashi Rice. Mahomes throws it up at the last second, and Rice just jumps up and catches it. And right there, man, the decision to kick that field goal by Brian Schottenheimer. Let's see if wide right maybe misses the kick. That's the only thing that could save Shotty here.
This is backyard football. There's nobody better. And running to his left and making the ball go back.
Working on Triquez Bridges, the Cowboys corner. Here's wide right for the all-important extra point. Kick is right down the middle. Kansas City takes the lead. I know what's going to happen. Dallas is going to go 3 and out. Kansas City is going to go down and score again, and it's going to be over.
Second touchdown of the game. And the Mahomes sweep.
God, I hate the Chiefs, man. I hate the Cowboys. I hate the Chiefs. The fact that this is a Thanksgiving game sucks. Oh, God. I wish this game didn't have Broncos implications. I wouldn't have streamed it otherwise. Gross, man. Absolutely freaking gross. All right, so Dallas, they're going to need to go downfield, and they're going to need to score. They are in potential trouble here. Oh, God, man. I hate the Cowboys. I hate the Chiefs. I hate them. Seriously, I just want to watch the Ravens already. 23 people in the house, now 26 people in the house. Thank you guys again. Appreciate you spending a part of your Thanksgiving holiday with me. Tony Romo be wanting to cry talking about Mahomes. He needs to cry. He needs to spit. He needs to do all the above, man. Oh, God. What's up, D-Rock? How you doing, man? Hope you are doing well on this Thanksgiving. They're advertising Taco Bell right now. I could go for some Taco Bell. Happy Gobbler Day, folks. Cheers, D-Rock. Hope you're having a fantastic holiday. They ran the ball and got the first down, we wouldn't have been here. I'm not a fan of conservative ball coaching, man. More often than not, it doesn't work out. This isn't the 1980s anymore. Whenever you're conservative, the other team is going to be aggressive, and it's going to come back and bite you. Very good, D-Rock. Very good. Doing this stream. Going to go have some chicken wings after this. It's going to be really, really awesome. On that drive, 4 receptions, 49 yards, and a touchdown for Rashi Rice.
He does live here, doesn't he?
He does.
He does. He's got a house in Dallas.
See Butker kick it
Wide right, kicks it off. Turpin fields it. He's across the 30 and stumbles forward to the 32. Aerial shot at AT&T Stadium in Arlington, Texas. All right, Dallas, here we go. This is your opportunity to not lose this game.
The Cowboys find themselves down 1.
Starting off their own 32. Offset eye left. Fake it to Williams. Prescott looking downfield. Fires over the middle. Incomplete. Receivers and defenders went down on that one. No flag on the play. And looks like Pickens is slow to get up. Finally does. So there's some sort of collision on that one. Oh, yeah. Pickens and Drew Tranquil, kind of an incidental collision right there. Yeah, exactly, Bronco fan. When you're going against the Chiefs, you cannot be conservative. It's going to come back and bite you more often than not. 2nd and 10 from the 32. Prescott fires, and that is incomplete. Oh, and there's the flag. McDuffie on CeeDee Lamb. McDuffie has not had a good game, and they're going to get him here. Dallas has been picking on him all game long, and he has not held up. Yep, it's when CeeDee tried to turn back. That's pretty obvious contact right there, man. Automatic first down. Yeah, for real, bro. That's a good call.
I'd like to just see them let alone and let the big guys play right there.
No, that looked clean. That looked like pass interference. Handoff. Williams squirting first down. Pickup of 11 yards into Kansas City territory. Of course, Tony wanted the flag picked up. God, man, the downfall of Tony Romo needs to be studied. I remember when he started off, he was so good, man. He was calling out formations. He was predicting what the play was going to be before it happened. Like, he was so good. And now he's just become a blowhard for the Chiefs. Quick throw underneath. That's Ferguson. Immediately stopped after a gain of 1 by Nick Bolton. 13:50 and counting left in this game. Yeah, I got to admit, the refereeing in this one has been a lot better than the last game.
Just came out of the locker room. And as for Kansas City, guys, they are now down 3 starting offensive linemen.
Ooh.
Left tackle Josh Simmons has a wrist injury. He is questionable.
Ooh, interesting. 2nd and 8 now. That was tipped. Trying to hit Pickens on the slant. 3rd down and 8 now. Kansas City tipped that one at the line. It was, yeah, Elijah Hicks. He got the tip there. 3rd down and 8. Trips left. Fullback Lipke in the backfield. Ryan Flanoy in motion at the snap. Prescott fires. Pickens, first down, spinning away. Pickens inside the 30, inside the 20, inside the 20. Pickens with the hurdle. Oh, that was nasty. Oh, that was nasty. 1st and goal, Cowboys. What a hurdle from Pickens. First the catch, then down the sideline he tiptoed. Oh, man, just able to break away from Watson right there. Gets past 34, and now it's 1st down and goal after that hurdle. That was nasty. Fake, Dak looking, and he just dirts it. And there's a flag on that play. Kansas City pointing in the direction of Dallas. This might be offensive pass interference.
Ferguson think that he was going to run the ball.
It is on Ferguson. That's a killer penalty right there. That is a killer. I still think it was a bad decision. You had an opportunity to go up 2 scores. Even if they score here, I don't agree with that decision. You could have put the game away earlier. And quite frankly, Chiefs aren't out of it yet. It's still 1-score game. You're playing back and forth. You're playing cat and mouse at that point.
Opportunity right here. Last week, 9 targets, 9 receptions. This week, a little bit tougher against this Kansas City defense. Like that third one.
2nd and goal.
Got this place to a whole new level of enthusiasm. This is 2nd and goal.
Ferguson on the shift to the right. Fires over the middle, slant, Pickens. He's down at the 1. 3rd down and goal. Dallas inching closer and closer. Yeah, like Maverick said, the Chiefs just don't die.
This is one of those plays they've ran 4 or 5 times today versus the coverages that can't.
We're getting Jalen Watson that time. These Chiefs corners have been getting picked on.
You see the way that he makes it feel vertical and comes back inside. Jim,
impressive. They spotted it, Tony, actually all the way back to the 3-yard line for a critical 3rd
and goal. Timeout, Dallas. Play clock was running out. You got to get yourself the right play here. And you got to plan, like Dom says, you got to plan a potential 2-point play as well.
I mean, you can just feel the tension, right? Like
11:21 left to play in this ball game. Looks like this one might wrap up just in time for the other game to kick off.
Interesting thing is the options you're going to have if you fail from here.
Mm-hmm.
Again,
I mean, if you don't pick it up here, I'm probably kicking the field goal. Or, no, you're at the 3, I'd go. If you're at the 3, I'd go, which is where they are. Prescott in trouble. Prescott fires, touchdown, Javonte Williams. There we go. All right. Dallas needed that. Good for you, Pookie. Always love to see Javonte Williams in the end zone. And now here comes the potential 2-point play.
To the lead right there. Monster drive.
That's exactly what that was. Prescott was looking for options, thought about running, and they gave it up.
All right, let's go, Javonte. They are indeed going for 2 as expected. Make this a 7-point game. And looks like Dak wants to check with Brian Schottenheimer about something. Clock's ticking. Trips right for the Dallas Cowboys. Prescott, everybody's covered. He's in trouble. Fires, and it is caught. Pickens, and they're able to get the 2-point conversion. Dallas takes a 7-point lead. Yes, I do. I do like the go for 2 decision. Make it a 7-point game. Uh-oh. Uh-oh, I might have spoke too soon. Flag down. Tony thinks it's roughing the passer. Tony says it's standing. We'll make sure. We're going to make sure. Well, you enjoy, Maverick. Yep. All right. It's on Kansas City. So Dallas takes a 28-21 lead now. Let's see if they can hold on to it, man. This is huge. This is huge, man. This would knock Kansas City down to 6-6. Yep, Charles Omenihu, big hit. There's 11:15 left to play in this ball game. Yep, see you Sunday, Maverick. Cheers, man. All right, here we go. Can Dallas hold on to this lead? Kansas City is like a cockroach that will not die. Got to keep KC out of the playoffs? Absolutely. And their playoff hopes, if they lose this game, are going to be on life support. They've got to play the Texans. They've still got another date with the Broncos. There are some losable games coming up for Kansas City. If they lose this one, they are on serious life support. It is getting down to the absolute nitty-gritty, folks. See if Dallas can somehow, some way get a stop. Kansas City, they usually go on these really short drives, get a couple of explosive plays, kind of like how we saw previously. They get right down and then they punch it in. Dallas needs to be aware of that here. Bronco fan says, bury these guys. Yeah, they are in serious trouble if they don't win this game. Dak Prescott, really solid in this game. He has been nails. Threw an interception on the opening drive, but outside of that, Dallas's offense, I've been really impressed today. Kansas City, it just reaffirms what we've thought from them all along, man. I don't think that they're a true Super Bowl contender this year. I'm not scared of them. I'm really not. I want them out just because I don't want their fans to be in the playoffs. I don't want their fans thinking they have a chance. But I'm not scared of them, man. They're not good. They're not a good team. Feels gross cheering, but I love seeing the Chiefs lose. I mean, I hate the Cowboys. I don't want either one of these teams to win. We still have a chance of a tie. A tie could still happen here. I would be all good with that. So if Kansas City scores and then we hold the score where it is after that, could still end in a tie.
These amazing shots of today's game are provided by.
Okay, so Aubrey's going to be kicking off from the 50 now because of that roughing the passer on the 2-point conversion. Dak all smiles.
What was going on out here before he even took that drive?
He's a veteran now. He just feels it, and these opportunities are so rare. So
They get the kick it, by the way, here at the 50, so he goes that penalty.
yep, rough the passer. They took it on the kickoff.
Here's the kick.
Here's the kick.
And that'll just go. Ooh, I think it went out of bounds.
This is interesting.
There's a flag out.
Gene?
Yeah, this is a little loop in the rule, guys. Now they may have multiple fouls. We see a flag up front. Let's see what John Hussey has first.
All right, this is interesting.
We've seen Belichick.
Did the
Ray
kick
Bowles
go out?
guys read the rule book all the way to the end level, and
All right, they're talking to Andy Reid.
I think you might have a guy go off sides, maybe on purpose. It looked like. Oh, you intentionally kick it out of bounds, but I think someone might have accidentally gone off sides. Now that
Interesting.
I saw it up on the monitor, they were just showing it.
Andy Reid's huddled up with like 5 zebras.
They're going to need it because if I'm thinking about it this long, I promise you, they're going to have to talk to
Dave Togue, the longtime special teams coach.
I honestly think this is a unique one.
It is. And Gene, we got to bring
What the hell is going on here?
They have 2 fouls right now against the kicking team.
All right, here we go. They got it sorted out.
Legal formation. Kicking team number
Okay.
1. Free kick out of bounds.
Yes.
Kicking team number 17. Kansas City is elected to have Dallas re-kick the ball after the enforcement of the 5-yard penalty.
Okay.
They wanted to kick off back where they were.
You know, there's
All right, so we're going to have a re-kick. Gotta love it, man. Ref ball, ref ball, ref ball.
And Jerry Jones, they lived on the Preston Road just across the street from one another. They made their own trophy. They had to say it had to be under $100 to top that. And it goes back to the owner that wins the matchup when they play.
I totally believe that. Just $100 could possibly be more than that. And you know what, though? The Preston Road Trophy That's more important, right, than getting this season.
Yeah, the Kansas City Chiefs, they did start off their life as the Dallas Texans. So now we're going to have another kickoff, this time from the 45 after the 5-yard penalty. And it's going to be fielded by Remigio, who gets across the 35. And Remigio, he's going to be marked inside the 35. Yep, really good Sunday lineup coming. And then obviously it's going to be capped off with the Broncos on Sunday Night Football, taking on the Washington Commanders on the road. Of course, we will be streaming that game here on Broncos Syndicate like we do with all of the road games. All right, here we go. Mahomes and the Chiefs, they're down by 7. Mahomes, pressure, fires. It's dropped by Kelsey. There is a flag, but Kelsey is furious with himself. That's not one you ever see him drop. Wouldn't have mattered either way. Holding on Kansas City. Mike Caliendo. Dude, low key, I think Romo's been sipping on that bottle. Yeah, that's very clear and obvious. Hold Caliendo on Kenny Clark. Yeah, that one went right through Travis's hands, man. That's one he catches 99 times out of 100. First down and 20. Bubble screen, Xavier Worthy, who stumbled initially, but he's able to recollect himself. Pick up the game, about 6. Second and 14. 10:51 and counting in this game. So Kansas City, they aren't getting much help from the refs in this one like they did last week. Mahomes, 19 for 27, 190 yards passing, and 3 touchdowns in this game.
With the 2 touchdowns and approaching 100 yards on the game.
From their own 35, 2nd and 14, trips left Mahomes. Sliding right, Mahomes comes underneath, completed to Pacheco, gets across the 40 to the 41-yard line. That's going to bring up a 3rd down and 8. Big time 3rd down here. Big 3rd down. Here we go. And what will Andy Reid do if he doesn't pick it up here? 3rd down and 8 for Kansas City from their own 41. Rice shifts to the left side. Mahomes lifts his legs and calls for the snap. Mahomes wanted to go deep, now fires over the middle. Incomplete off the hands of Rice. And Dallas gets the stop, and the Chiefs are going to punt. Wow. So now Dallas has a golden opportunity to again go up by 2 scores. So Dallas's defense comes through for them. Mahomes can't believe it. Here's Matt Arise at a punt. Kick is up. He's had a couple of really good ones in this game. He's going to bounce. Nope, that one went too far. It went in the end zone. But, as always, there's laundry.
But we do have another penalty out. It's at the 23-yard line.
9.5 left to play in the game. Assuming this is going to be on Dallas. John Hussey trying to straighten it out.
Holding receiving team number 28. That penalty was enforced from the 20-yard line. First down. Timeout.
Okay. All right, so Dallas, they've got a golden opportunity right here. Oh, wrong button. Want to go down, not up. There we go. Golden opportunity right here, and I'm going to go ahead and do one last connection reset, so hopefully we don't have to do it for the rest of the game. We're going to lose the stream for maybe about 15 seconds, but I'll be coming right back, so don't worry if it buffers. It's not going to be blasting or anything, so I'm going to go ahead and disconnect real quick, and we will be back in a few seconds. All right, as promised, we are back. That did not take long whatsoever. Hope to get a new laptop soon, but these Broncos tickets are getting expensive, so that's where the finances have to go right now. All right, big time opportunity for the Dallas Cowboys. And again, Kansas City, if they lose this game, they are on serious life support. They'd fall to 6-6. They need to win out the rest of the way, and they've got a couple of really tough games on their schedule, including the Texans, the Broncos. They can only afford to maybe drop one more game moving forward. They are in serious trouble. Because right now they're behind Jacksonville, they're behind Houston. Shai says, I'm so happy the Kansas City Chiefs are losing. Hay's not in the barn yet. It ain't over till the fat lady sings. Especially with this team. They refuse to die. Hopefully Dallas can put them away on this series. Got to go downfield and get at least a field goal. They are backed up deep in their own territory, so it's not going to be the easiest thing in the world for them to do. I'll be happy to pull the plug. Don't be happy till it's done. Absolutely. Absolutely. Again, man, this is the Chiefs. They can flip on a dime, man. They can turn their season around with one play. They can turn the game around with one play. That's all it takes. And they're the kings of doing it. So I'm not going to celebrate the Chiefs losing until they actually lose. And again, I'm not going to really celebrate either way because that means the Dallas Cowboys won, and gross. I've seen this too many times to celebrate. Yep.
We'll have to start back.
Here we go. Dallas backed up at their own 10. Play action for Prescott. He's going deep. He's got a man down there, and he's caught! CeeDee Lamb down at the 40-yard line. And Dallas says, hold my beer. Oh, man. Deep ball from Dak. Little bit underthrown, but CeeDee Lamb was able to adjust to it. He stopped and tracked it perfectly. Oh, man. And Kansas City, they're starting to bleed now, man. They're in trouble. 1st and 10 from the 39. Jet sweep to Turpin. Trying to find a lane, and Turpin with a gain of a couple. Clock ticks. 8.5 minutes to play and counting. 2nd down and 8. Chiefs would be in big, big trouble if they lost this game. Oh, man. That might have been the kill shot right there. 2nd down and 9. This clock is ticking. Field goal would definitely help, but they're looking for more than that. Underneath to Ferguson, lowering his shoulder. Call it a gain of about 6.
And it's a pickup of 7.
Make it 7. 3rd down and 2. Under 8 minutes left in the game.
Good job by the Chiefs getting back.
Again, a tie is still potentially in the cards here.
He's working.
3rd and 2 for Dallas at the Kansas City 31. Dak rolling to his right, looking, firing, complete. 1st down Dallas, Ryan Flanoy. So the Dallas Cowboys, their offense is humming right now. And again, Kansas City, they are in serious trouble.
So what do? Let's move the pocket to the right and roll out so that doesn't matter. Let's play action into a corner blitz where my running back just takes him in a sleep.
1st down and 10, clock ticking. We're now inside 7 minutes. So they're trying to milk some clock here as well. You don't want to give Mahomes enough time to get 2 scores. Hand off to Pookie, and Javonte will get down to the 11, squirting forward for 3 yards. Yep, exactly. Now Dallas is at the point where they want to start bleeding this clock. You do not want to give Mahomes and company enough time for 2 possessions. Field goal's already in your back pocket with Brandon Aubrey, so I would not be surprised if Dallas is just content running the football again here. Sure looks like that's what they're going to do. Nope, they fake it. Dak dump-off's covered. Pass. Oh, it's nearly intercepted. Ooh, that's why you don't throw right there. That was dangerous. Oh, that almost went the other way. Mike Edwards. He's in there for the injured Brian Cook. Ooh, that went right off of his fingers, man. That should have been a pick. That was dangerous. And now we've got a 3rd down. Edwards can't believe he didn't secure it. It's 3rd down and 8. Clock is stopped at 6:11. Empty formation here for Dallas. This is gutsy. They get the play off. Prescott fires off his back foot, complete to Pickens. Oh, he fumbled the ball, but it's recovered by Turpin. Oh, man, this team, dude. They keep trying to shoot themselves in the foot. Turpin landed on the football, probably got the wind knocked out of him. But go underneath. Pickens is trying to spin free, and he just puts it on the carpet. Luckily for him, Cavante Turpin, his teammate, was right there to suck it in. Ooh, man, that was dangerous. And now Dallas will most likely kick the field goal. That is huge. And now Mahomes and the Chiefs, they've got more time to work with. That was not well managed by the Cowboys. I would have run the ball and tried to piss away more clock. Field goal is up and good, and Dallas will take a 10-point lead, 31-21, but hay is not in the barn yet, folks. I don't like how Dallas managed that. If you were content with the field goal, I would have just run, and tried to bleed clock or force Dallas to take timeouts. Either way, man, it would have benefited you a lot better than throwing incomplete twice and stopping the clock. So, yeah, that did not go well for Dallas at all. So, Mahomes and company, they still have a chance down by 2 scores. They're going to need to score quick, preserve their timeouts, use them to try to get the ball back again. It's very doable for Kansas City, man. Ooh, man, that Pickens fumble. Whew. I bet Cowboys fans are clenching their cheeks right about now. Can Dallas hold on? 5:16 left in the game.
Probably the Chiefs, yes. Both of them really couldn't afford a loss here today.
Nope.
By a whisker,
I'd say Kansas City, they couldn't afford it more than Dallas. Here's the return by Thornton. Gets across the 30 to about the 32. Here comes Mahomes. Yeah, they were, man. They were trying to sell it. Yeah, this game would be devastating if Kansas City lost it. Like, they would be in serious trouble moving forward. It would fall down to 6-6 on the season. 1st down and 10. Here we go. Kansas City at their own 33. Mahomes dropping back. Scanning. Mahomes in trouble. He's sacked by Clowney. Jadeveon Clowney with the sack. And clock continues to tick. 2nd down and 18. Loss of 8 on that sack as I get completely unfocused right there. Gotta love that. Come on. Come on. Don't unfocus now, you stupid cheap-ass camera. Ooh, he's still in there, but his head did slam on the turf. Meanwhile, over the middle, Mahomes pass caught by Travis Kelce. Chiefs need to hurry. They really need to hurry. 3rd down and 6. Clock ticking inside 4:20. Nice. Dude, Kansas City, they need to have some more urgency here. They're in trouble. Mahomes makes a check. Mahomes, pressure coming. Mahomes in trouble. He stumbles. Mahomes chucks it upfield, and it's caught. Oh, it's caught by Worthy, who gets a block. Worthy down to the 20-yard line where he's out of bounds. Oh, man. Patrick Mahomes making it happen. Dude, we've seen this so many times. If I'm being honest, I'd kick the field goal right now if I were Kansas City. You need a touchdown and a field goal. I'd kick the field goal right now and save time. I would kick the field goal right now. Let's see what they want to do here. I wouldn't waste any more clock here if possible, because you need a touchdown and a field goal regardless. I'd kick this now. Well, that was almost a delay of game. Mahomes, they just get it off, and it's an incomplete pass. That does stop the clock. That kind of helps Kansas City a little bit. 3:46 is where it stops. 2nd down and 10. Oh, this one's getting down to the nitty-gritty, folks. Like I said, Chiefs are never dead. They're like the cockroach that won't die. Yeah, just a little bit off target on that throw, and now play stopped. Got a timeout. Okay.
Going to make an adjustment back to the next snap. Reset the game clock to 3:43, and this will account for that. Thank you.
Okay.
You're welcome, Jim. By the way.
All right, so screw up on the clock.
JB and all the crew recapping this game. Plus, we'll have the presentation of the Madden.
Chiefs need to have more urgency here, man. I get they've got timeouts, but they need to preserve enough time to try to go downfield and get another score. I would have just kicked the field goal and taken the 3 points.
2nd and 10 from the Dallas 20. He goes for 3rd and just takes the play.
Mahomes in trouble. He's going to run for it. Mahomes across the 15, and Mahomes out of bounds. He's got the 1st down. That'll keep the clock stopped. 3:34 is where it's at. Agreed, Turtle. Michael, good to see you. Happy Thanksgiving, buddy. Hope you're doing well, my friend. All right.
Every 10, 15, 20 seconds matters.
Yep. Every precious second here matters for Kansas City. It's 1st and goal from the 10. Fires, tipped, incomplete. Ooh, that was almost a turnover. We almost had it there. Oh, I can't believe we just said we there talking about the Cowboys. Again, I don't want Dallas to win either, quite frankly, but kind of looking like that at this point, that's what's going to happen. So let's just go ahead and get Kansas City buried. Ugh. 2nd and goal. Trips right. Mahomes fires, end zone, caught, 2 feet down, touchdown, Kansas City. Hollywood Brown, the cockroach that won't die. So Kansas City, they're an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. Catch, 1, 2, that's a touchdown. Logan Wilson had the coverage on. He tried to force him out, but to no avail. Brown got 2 feet down, and that is a touchdown. Wide right coming in for a critical extra point to make this a field goal game. The cockroach that won't die. Bucker. It's good. 31-28. Dallas nursing a 3-point lead. And just like that, Kansas City can come back and strike. It's 31-28, Shy. Oh, man. You never feel comfortable when you have a lead over this team. You never do. Andy Reid loves it. Oh, boy, Broncos country. This is getting hella tight. Dallas needs to find a way to put this game away. Or we could still get our tie. We still could have our tie. I would not be opposed to a tie at all. That would be my preferred outcome.
You see what Mahomes has done in the second half with these big numbers. Both quarterbacks played.
All right, here we go. It is getting down to the nitty-gritty.
How aggressive are you going to be? We talked about it earlier, right? Stay aggressive.
Should have been holding on KC. All right, here we go. Turpin on the return, and he's across the 30 to the 33. That's really cool, the John Madden pylon.
$10,000 donation from the NFL Foundation will be given in the name of the winner to the youth football program of their choice.
All right, let's go, Broncos country. Kansas City Chiefs, they are on life support right now. 1st and 10. Prescott under center, handoff to Williams. And Chiefs swarming all over him. He gains 2. And is Andy Reid going to call timeout? He sure is. Chiefs have all 3 of their timeouts. They just used one here. 2nd down and 8. And obviously Dallas is just trying to make them burn their timeouts at this point. Yeah, they do. They really do. More importantly, they need Kansas City to burn their 3 timeouts. And they want to get a first down. That's priority number 1 right here. I'd be okay with a screen. That's the only time I'd put it in the air right here. I think they're going to be smart and they're going to run the ball. Channel your inner Marty ball, Brian. Ooh, they are going to throw it. Little slant. Uh-oh. It's through the hands of Pickens. And there's the flag. Oh, another flag on this Kansas City secondary. Oh, Dallas is making them look silly. Is it McDuffie again? Oh, no, it's Watson. Woo, man. They have been picking on Kansas City's secondary all day. Yep. It's on Watson. Wow, 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 wow. Damn, bro. Ooh, that's a little close. I'm not going to lie. That's kind of ticky-tack. I don't like that call, to be honest, but I'll take it. 1st down and 10. And off. Williams. And he's going to get a yard. Another timeout, Kansas City. Their 2nd timeout. 3:10 is where the clock is stopped. Dallas, for what it's worth, has 2 timeouts left, but probably not going to be relevant. Brian Schottenheimer thinking about what he wants to call here. Do they want to risk throwing the ball again?
He is the best in these situations.
2nd down and 9. Dallas is at their own 39. Fake the toss. Prescott fires along the sideline. Completes. 1st down, and there's a flag. Looks like it's going to be on McDuffie. Dude. Chiefs secondary has been garbage in this one. McDuffie has been terrible.
We saw it. Bam.
They're going to get him again right here.
All year long.
Like you said early in the game, he had 4 yardage given up on him in the first quarter, and he had in the game all year long.
100%. And guess what? All those people getting on C Lamb, he's unbelievable.
Pass interference.
Yep.
Defense number 22. Automatic. First down.
That one was a lot clearer than the last one. Yeah, it's kind of crazy, actually. You don't see Kansas City getting these kind of flags too often. It's what happens when you have an unbiased ref in John Hussey. All right, 1st and 10. 3:04 is where the clock stopped. Chiefs have one more timeout. They are in serious trouble. They're already almost in Brandon Aubrey's range. Here's a run. It's going to be Williams. He's able to break free. And Williams down to the 40-yard line. Gain of 8. Last timeout by Andy Reid. Chiefs are in big trouble. They're in big trouble, Broncos country. They're in danger of going down to 6-6. And mind you, this is the same Cowboys team that the Denver Broncos blew the doors off of. 2nd down and 3. Kansas City is in serious, serious trouble. Oh, boy, Broncos country. Here we go. Brad says FUKC.
Before the season a year ago. 17 straight.
They're going to sell out here.
Run. Williams picks up 1, and he stood up. Chris Jones was there. 3rd down. They are going to have to run a play before the 2-minute warning. Dallas picks up a 1st down. That's it. KC has no more timeouts, so Dallas is 1 play away from sealing it. All right, 1 play away. Kansas City can't stop the clock. They've got to run this play before the 2-minute warning. Here we go. This is the ball game right here. Prescott fires. 1st down, Dallas. It's over. Chiefs lose. Pickens, a little slow to get up. Gets his helmet back on, but that's it. Chiefs lose. And they're 6-6. It's over. Dude, they're going to commercial, but it's over. Let's go. Chiefs lose. Sucks that the Cowboys won, but Chiefs lose. Let's go. They're 6-6. Good to see you, Kim. Hope you're doing well. We just got a Thanksgiving present here as the Kansas City Chiefs just lost. Woo! Let's go. Fuck the Cowboys, but yeah. All right, so Kansas City, they are in big, big trouble moving forward. They can only afford like 1 more loss. I'm going to go celebrate and eat some chicken wings now, Broncos country. Thank you so much for tuning in. Be sure to leave a like on this stream as well as subscribe and ring the bell so these videos appear in your notification feed. I would really appreciate it. Those are both free and easy ways to show your support. It helps tell YouTube's algorithm to push us out, and it helps us get seen by more and more members of Broncos country just like you and me. Additionally, if you want to go above and beyond in supporting the channel, please consider becoming a channel member today. The link is in the description below if you want some extra perks and incentives in exchange for helping me out and helping the channel grow. Thank you to everyone who tuned in. Happy Thanksgiving, Broncos country. I'm your host, Gage Madrid, saying peace out.